make money, make muscles, learn game. If you're listening to me, you're a hot dude. The hot dude life is not about your physical appearance. The hot dude life is a mentality. The Hot Dude Army is a global network, and the Hot Dude Army is everywhere. Decrease your judgment of others and increase the judgment of yourself. So you belong to the streets, huh?
100%.
It starts with learning dating, and then you move on to something to push humanity forward. That is the philosophy of modern life dating.
This is a textbook example of really good game.
It's 2021. The world has changed, and time is now the ultimate luxury. Men living in this age are still haunted by the eternal question, what do women want? You see, there's a lot of noise out there in this digital space, and that's just what it is. Noise. Bad advice. Endless swiping. Ghosting. Headaches. Money lost. You see, those are problems for the average man. And you don't want to be average, do you? I've left that world of frustration behind. Any woman, any city, around the globe, I have the ultimate system to scan and find women that are ready to be with me now. We aren't talking about small petty things such as a one-night stand or even multiple weak flings, although my system allows you to get that very easily. But I'm talking about getting something far more powerful. Power, desire, true love, lust, admiration, submission, servitude, and much more. There's a way to achieve all of this, but there's just one question that stands in your way. Are you ready to take the dark pass? Boom, baby. We are live. Welcome to Interview with Man episode. Ooh, I made a mistake. It's actually episode 444. You know what that means. Numerology is here to stay. And we got the Dark Pass going live on August 26th. 151 fresh new faces on the waiting list. Adding to the... How many people are on this total list that I've got? 5,758 people. So, you're going to miss out if you don't get a part of this. Just going to tell you right now. All you got to do is go to darkpass.net. Put your name in here, your email address. Yes, I want in. That's simple. That's it. It's just that simple. Click yes, I want in, and then you're just on the waiting list. And then August 26th, guess what? I'm sending out exclusive free content from the course only to people on the email list. So if you're not on the waiting list, you're not going to get access to the free content. But if you are, you will. It's that simple. All you need to do is go to the darkpass.net, which you see right there on the screen in front of you, and I'll be there in 100% good health. 100% good health. My face, I'm looking for my brothers Alvin, Simon, and Theodore because my face is swollen today. Well, let me tell you what else is swollen. The value that you're going to get in the Dark Pass. Okay? This is what you get right here. Okay? The Psychological Analysis Seduction School. That's what the PASS stands for. Okay? And believe you me, guess who's all on board with this? Rich is on board. Roll is on board. Sterling is on board. Paul Benjamin's on board. I mean, dude, it is endless the amount of value that's going to be in this course. It has got every stamp of approval out there. But more importantly, it has my stamp of approval because I am the best men's coach on the planet, period. There's no one better than me. It's only a matter of time before the rest of the world catches up, okay? But come get your piece of the pie now. Come on down. Come on down. It's that simple. All you need to do, go to darkpass.net, get on the waiting list. You get a 1-hour video course on female psychology. We're filming that on the 18th. Honestly, we have 6 hours set aside for the filming. We have 6 hours, and it's going to be me and Mateo from Attraction Japan. This is probably going to be at least, maybe, this could be up to 2 hours, even 3. No promises, though. I'm going to advertise it as 1, okay? Cover my ass. But everybody knows who gets in my courses. Everybody knows I over-deliver. Who's the hardest working guy in the male self-improvement space? It's me, okay? I had a mouthful of blood the other day, and I'm broadcasting live to you dudes, okay? I am here to see you win. And we're going to talk about somebody who left an awesome comment on the YouTube Dude Party episode yesterday. You get 27 psychological video profiles of different women archetypes, okay? And these will be exclusively distributed through the email list. One bonus one will be in the email list for sure. Okay, so if you're not on the email list, forget it. You're not getting shit, and I don't give a good goddamn. All right? 100-year seduction webinar series. That is the 100 years of total experience from all the guys coming in there and teaching you guys. All right? And then you get the Guided Seduction Lounge. This is a Telegram chat group that allows you to get everything you need. How to improve your self-appearance, right? How to groom properly. How to take pictures for your online dating. How to put good pictures versus bad pictures. Showing me the profiles of the girls you are interested in. Putting text messages from the girls in there that you don't really know what's going on, but you're like, okay, I need some help with this. I need like expert help. Come on down. I will help you. I am a benevolent leader, as you know, okay? It is easy peasy, baby. Pumpkin squeezy. That's so easy for me to help you. All you need to do is make sure you join the Telegram chat, the Guided Seduction Lounge. That's 4 months of free coaching. You get all of September, all of October, all of November, and all of December, 100% for free. Do you understand if you booked one weekly call with me, that's $250 per week, and you get 40 minutes? My Patreon, you get 4 hours a month for $100. Better value for sure. Group setting, but better value. Okay? Now, not only do you get access to me, but King Dre's going to be in there. Afi Kingdom's going to be in there. Rollo Tomasi's going to be in there, right? You know, the whole squad is going to be in there. It is unbelievable the amount of value that is going to be in there. All right? Who's speaking in the webinars? Oh, gee, I'm so glad you asked. This is the 100-year seduction webinar training. Starting September 1st at 9 p.m., Mateo, Attraction Japan, The Sinister Reality of Female Psychology. September 2nd, 9 p.m., MLD, King of the Chipmunks. All right? Incremental Indoctrination. September 3rd, King Dre, To Be Declared. He's cooking up something special for you guys. September 4th, 9 p.m., Red Pill Thor, The Art of Dread Game. September 5th, 9 p.m., Troy Francis, Dark Triad Game. September 6th, Paul, Apex Mindset, Hypnotic Voice Patterns for Seduction. September 7th, 9 p.m., Sterling Cooper, Control Her Mind with Dirty Talk, a legitimately accredited, verified, bona fide adult film star. Where are you going to go get adult film star coaching? Can you just write in the chat? Because you can't get it anywhere else other than here or directly from Sterling. And Sterling is going to charge you an arm and a leg to get this, which he should charge you an arm and a leg and a fucking liver, to be honest, because he's that good. And that's why we have him part of the 100-year seduction webinar training. September 8th, 9 p.m., Mateo, Attracted Japan returns, Dominant Sexual Escalation. September 9th, Red Pill Thor. This is really important, man. This is good. You know, we're putting the really good ones towards the end because a lot of people drop off towards the end because they're just quitters in life, and that's okay, right? More for me, more for you guys that don't quit. But on September 9th, Thor is going to be doing something fantastic, creating dominant masculine presence. This is the most important thing in 2021. If you do not have a dominant masculine presence, forget about it. You might as well just get a shirt with 3 letters on it, ATM, because that's what you're going to be to women, even if you get money muscles game. Just walk around. You're a human ATM, okay? September 10th, Afi Kingdom, To Be Declared. That's going to be something really good as well. I mean, that guy, Afi and Gray, I'm not surprised at all that these guys are taking extra time to, to curate what they're going to be doing for us because insane amount of value is going to be here. Insane amount of value to be the least, okay? To be the least. But hey, I also have some really good news. I'm going to bring my handsome face back on here. 2 seconds. Really, really good news. I'm so happy to announce this, guys. And now more than ever, in a time where we are, just craving good news, now more than ever, I have, quite frankly, the best news I've ever heard in over a year's worth of time. And I've got to say, in tune with what we have going on here on Red Pill Sunday Sermons, it is indeed a miracle. Take a look here. Guys, the Scientific American, the flu has completely disappeared for more than a year. The flu, which has been with us since the dawn of civilization, I am happy to announce that the flu is completely gone. No more worries, guys. Everything is going to be all right. The flu has completely disappeared. I mean, it's on the Scientific American. It's written by a woman, so it's got to be true. It is absolutely got to be true. And what does it say? Mask wearing, social distancing, and other steps to stop COVID-19 have curtailed influenza. I've got to say, guys, I've got real good hopes, and I'm just very optimistic about the future here. What can I say? I mean, just look at this. Positivity rates for the flu below 1%. I mean, guys, Jesus is real and the devil is a liar. I mean, we are just at the beginning of a crystal era where modern disease has no more place in our society. I mean, this is just, listen, first of all, if you deny this, you are a science denier and you are a right-wing, Donald Trump supporting, racist, sexist, white male. You are also a homophobic. You're transphobic. You're Islamophobic. And you should absolutely trust the science. And if you don't trust the science, we're just going to turn off your chip. Okay? We're just going to turn you off, and you can't be part of society anymore. So I would like to thank the world, and I would just like to thank baby Jesus and Katie Peak. Thank you so much, Katie Peak. Katie Peak is a science journalist and data visualization designer with degrees in astrophysics and journalism. She is a contributing artist for Scientific American. Thank you, Katie, for your artistic contributions. Jesus, my mouth is just hurting, to say the least. But guys, I am just so happy. The flu is gone. Here I am worrying that, we could very much be having some trouble with society. And then we got all this good news here. The flu is completely gone. I mean, who would have thought that social distancing would have stopped microorganisms from spreading? What great news, What great news we bring to the table today. In other great news, I want to show you guys something. Let me show you something, why I do what I do. Let me show you why I get on this live stream and I tolerate a mouthful of blood. Look at this. Oh my God, it's so bad. Look at this. Look, this is the okay side. The beard is covering it up, but I can see it. I look at my face every day, like 1,000 times every hour. Oh, this is why I tolerate a mouthful of blood. I started smoking my CBD vape. I don't know if that's a good idea with a hole in my mouth, but I don't even care anymore. Tomorrow I'm going to show up with part of my jaw missing. But yesterday I was eating crackers to kind of soak up the blood in my mouth and also to stave off the pain I was dealing with. But anyways, I've got some very actual real good news. Also, if you're watching live, I have now, because we had those crazy people writing all those racist stuff in the comments on the chat box here, I have turned on subscriber only mode, so you can only participate in the chat if you're subscribed. Okay, so you have to hit the subscribe button. You have to turn on the notification bell to all notifications, and then you got to go unsubscribe from 10 different YouTube channels to narrow down your focus on my channel to get your life sorted out. I'm going to have a drink of my Diet Dr. Pepper now. No, that causes dry. The suction can dislodge. What's going on? Am I going to mess myself up, Artemis? You let me know. The dudes who type racist shit are insecure as fuck. I mean, look. I hate that I even have to do this. First of all, just let me just give you guys a real quick red pill. All right? China is using this whole racism thing through bots on Twitter and Facebook and social media to tear apart the fabric of American society, okay? China is the most racist country on the planet, period, okay? They literally have slave labor and concentration camps. And Nike, Apple, Google, all of these Disney, all of these virtue signaling companies, right? They actively use Chinese slavery to sell products to people who want a virtue signal. Okay? Apple uses slave labor for their iPhone. All right? So if you really want to be woke, all right? And remember what we said about woke.
But the word woke means loser. If you're woke, you're going to lose.
So if you really want to be woke, Tim Cook, right? Apple's number one chief homosexual in charge. You should definitely stop using slave labor instead of putting Black Lives Matter all over your website. How about Chinese Lives Matter, right? How about stop using slaves? Isn't that cool? Disney, you filmed Mulan in Chinese territory. And, they're also using slaves in China as well. So you're basically, you said we're not going to film in Georgia anymore because of this abortion rights bill or some shit, right? But Chinese people jumping out of buildings and killing themselves and concentration camps of the Uyghurs, that's okay. So there's your fucking woke politics. So anybody who gets their asshole in a knot talking about racism in America and you're just a victim of Chinese propaganda. All right. I'm in this digital marketing group and I mentioned this the other day, right? Pay $1,500 a month to be in this group. A lot of smart people in there. But like one of the guys was just like, that's like, I made a joke about sitting on a Chinese girl, and he's like, keep that racist shit out of here. And I was like, first of all, you fucking snake, you told me you hated white people in a private conversation, right? This just shows you like the psychology of beta male snakes, right? This little dirty fucking piece of garbage told me behind closed doors because he thought like, oh, like he's like, this guy's brown, so he'll hate white people too. I hate everybody equally, okay? I hate white people, I hate black people, I hate Asian people, I hate Latino people, I hate Uyghurs, I hate Alaskans, I hate, help me out here, I hate Italians, I hate Indians. I just hate every race equally across the board, okay? I evenly distribute my hate, okay? That's the real equality there. No lives matter. Fucking kill them all right? So then he goes to virtue signal and be like, you need to keep that racist shit out of here. And I was just like, look, well, first of all, I understand you don't have a sex life. And I understand you don't have women in your life. And I understand you don't understand how to make jokes about women in your life as well. And I understand I may not be a cup of tea for everybody, but the moment I'm the cup of tea for the masses is the moment I'm going to put a gun in my mouth and clean it with my tongue, right? Because I would never talk about anything else other than great stuff that Susan Wazinski wants me to talk about on YouTube here. So, anyways, hilarious, right? To say the least. But anytime you hear about this racism shit in America, just know it's Chinese propaganda being used against us to tear apart the fabric of our society, which is actively working. By the way, smash the like button, and if this makes you uncomfortable, please don't be too concerned when the door hits you on your ass on the way out. I really don't care, okay? Anyways, base lives matters, motherfucker. That's me right there, okay? The most based streamer on the internet. That's me. Jesus Christ, talk about she's got a fat dono coming in here. Let the alert go on. Mark Daniel, Markspiration just sent a huge dono. Where is it? Come on, speed up, Streamlabs. Jesus Christ,
you guys don't donate $100 right now. You're a beta male. You're a cuck. You're blue pill for life. You better send me $1,000 in donation right now.
and that's
the cold stings. It stings. Base lives do matter. That's right. Mark Daniels, Markspiration, $100 super chat. Thank you so much. Without a vision, the people perish, brother. Praise God. There is no more flu. Yes, hallelujah to the Lamb. It is a miracle. Keep speaking the gospel truths, brother. You are an inspiration. Now, that is a fact. Thank you so much, Mark. You are an awesome guy, bro. I loved our private talks and everything we've talked about. This is a guy, like, talk about old school-based American man. That guy's based as fuck. I love him.
So, you have accepted the truth.
Tyndall 10. I remember this guy talking shit in the comments. Thanks so much, buddy. Look forward to you commenting in the chat. Keep it PG or I'll permanently ban your ass. Artemis says, yes, smoking and drinking through straws can cause the blood clot from the tooth extraction dry socket. Oh, well, the tooth wasn't extracted yet. It was a failed extraction. They just drilled around my mouth and cut a hole in my cheek and pulled on the root, and then they couldn't get it out. And then they're like, we have to put you to bed to do this surgery, or you're just going to be in an excruciating amount of pain. Anyways, today's going to be a good episode. I'm ranting a little bit, but hey, welcome to the Hot Dude Life. I want to talk about yesterday's episode here. As you know, all black pill people who create black pill content are the scum of the earth. They are all weaselly, little weak pieces of shit beta males who would never stand to go and take the MLD Octagon Challenge and get in there and do three-minute full contact fighting rounds with me. Not a single black pill content creator would ever do that, okay? I issue the MLD Octagon Challenge, three-minute rounds, full contact to all black pill creators and all female feminists as well. You will be crushed by my might. But I want to show you guys something that really warmed my heart, and really, like, all jokes aside, this is why I do what I do. And yeah, like, everybody's like, oh, MLD, like, don't fight these black pill guys. Don't fight MGTOW Dictionary. Don't do this stuff. Just be a clickbaity fucking idiot like I am. And then, like, just, you know, get some super chat money, get some views. No, fuck you, okay? Because these guys are actively poisoning the minds of men, okay? I just found out that also that kid that I talked about yesterday on fucking Dude Party who killed all those people in the UK, he was also subscribed to Coach Greg Adams, another MGTOW grifting 5'4" sack of shit who I would love to Octagon challenge right in his fucking stupid Coach Greg Adams. You know he's a coach of? A girls' fucking high school basketball team that didn't even win any state championships. That's your fucking coach. Anyways, let me read what I wrote here. Daniel says, former black pillar here. I wasn't deep into the culture, but I stumbled upon it and started consuming content like Better Bachelor, Joker, and Sandman, 2 fucking crybaby losers. It was cathartic because it was a way to vent my frustration and know that others felt the same way. In other words, I wasn't crazy or the only one, but it got old really quick. I'm naturally an optimistic person, and the constant negativity and nihilism were eating away at my soul. No solutions were offered. You're never going to find solutions. All they do is cry. Men who sit around and cry and bitch, like Roosh V does on all his like little religious freakout streams now, okay? These guys are the cancer of society. Crying like a little baby. Crying like a little girl, not providing actual advice, not providing actual solutions. I remember finishing one of Joker's videos and thinking, that's it, I'm screwed. I don't have a chance. What's the point? Exactly. But do you think that raspy voiced little fucking manlet who drives around in his fucking trailer park trash van, you think that guy fucking gives a shit of anything other than YouTube clicks, views, and money? And then he goes on fucking Fresh and Fit's channel and whatever. Love Fresh, love Fit, love Chris. I love all those guys. Love Myron. Myron is like one of my prodigal. Myron is my fucking the Plato to my Socrates. Okay, love the kid. He's doing a great job. I told him he's going to be a millionaire. He's well on his way. I wish nothing but massive success to him. He had Joker on. So this is completely different. But what I'm trying to say is, even when I saw Joker on Myron's fucking show, the Fresh and Fit podcast, right, the #1 dating podcast in the world, I could tell that this motherfucker had no game. And I could tell that Coach Greg Adams also had no game. There's a lot of dudes that go on that show that have no game. I don't talk about it, okay? I'm living the life. I keep my mouth shut. But you can't unsee what I see, okay? And those guys don't have game. That's why they don't know how to produce. You know why they don't produce solutions? Because they don't fucking know the solutions. They don't have solutions. That's why they don't produce solutions. They don't fucking know. All they know is sit around and cry like a little fucking girl, like a little baby. Babies cry. You know why babies cry? Because it's the only thing they know how to fucking get a problem solved. They cry. And these are fucking man babies. Let's go back to this guy's fantastic comment. At the time, I was also deeply entrenched in my blue pill programming, feeling frustrated, angry, and resentful towards women, a borderline actual misogynist, while still trying to be nice and hope that I might find the one, even though the cracks in the particular belief system were becoming too obvious to ignore. Here we go. Now, here's where the real OGs, the real healers of men, the guys who produce solutions, this is where they come into play. Then I started to consume stuff from EIC, which is Entrepreneurs in Cars, Richard Cooper, and TRM, the Rational Male, right? And as philosophical and long-winded as Rollo gets, Rollo still offers solutions, okay? You have to sit through a 17-hour-long stream, but Rollo will offer solutions, okay? And there was a stark difference. I actually learned about female nature rather than being confused by it, and actual solutions were proposed. Thanks to guys like John, me, Rollo, Rich, Ryan, etc., I am actually improving my life, starting to earn more, looking better, learning game, and actually got laid. There you go. Kiss my fucking ass. Every single black pillar in the world, bend over, get on your knees and kiss my fucking entire asshole, okay? Which does have hair on it. You got to get those as well, all right? Kiss my fucking ass. You see, that's the difference between losers and winners. Winners do the hard fucking work to get the prize. Nobody remembers a loser. That's why they're a loser. Nobody remembers them. Only thing that matters in this life is results. Period. A retrospective I have of let me see. A retrospective I have of my black pill phase is that I felt entitled. We talked about that yesterday with Artemis. And I didn't want to shoulder the burden of performance that all men must face. I wanted it to be easy. Any doomers who don't like it can get bent. I could just end the show on that note, honestly. I could just end the show on that note. I mean, that right there is worth more than gold. That guy writing that, I pinned it to the top of that episode. That's why I do what I do. And you see, the difference between me and these dirty MGTOW black pill losers is that they quit. MGTOW Dictionary quit. He gave up. He started a new scam. All Sydney started up something else. But it's okay. We have your identity. We have your address, and you're going to be served a lawsuit, buddy. Get ready. We're taking all your food stamps. We got a super chat coming here. I'm going to take a drink of this in the meantime. Ah, that is so delicious. Dr. Pepper, can you sponsor me? All right. Sami Sahadi. Why is this taking so long? Hurry the fuck up, Streamlabs. Look at this. It's been like 30 seconds. All right. Well, he's donated 50.
You guys don't donate $100 right now. You're a beta male. You're a cuck. You're blue pill for life. You better send me $1,000 in donation right now.
And that's
we got another one.
You guys don't donate $100 right now. You're a beta male. You're a cuck. You're blue pill for life. You better send me $1,000 in donation right now.
and that's
okay. Sami Saihati, brother. I am so sorry if I butchered that. As you know, I'm not even gonna say it because it'll be taken out of context. Anyways, the quality of therapists America is getting is all geared towards feminism and progressiveness. Exactly. My cohort loathed me because I was the only one who stood up to their BS. I ooze toxic masculinity. And that is the epitome of manhood, is standing up for what you believe in, despite the crowd telling you you're wrong. The crowd is typically the one that is wrong, okay? Right? I'm slamming these Dr. Pepper today. Diet Dr. Pepper, guys. No calories in there. Okay. Better to greater, $5 super chat says, Black Pill, perpetuating a cult of victimhood that does nothing to help the individual. Self-pity is an indulgence that divorces you from responsibility and reality. Great comment there. So that's why I do what I do. When guys like that, dude, a lot of Black Pill guys watch me, okay? A lot of Black Pill guys watch me. And I'm talking to you guys, you Black Pill guys that watch me. You can turn your life around. It's going to be hard, but you can turn your life around. I've turned my life around. There's no excuse. There's seriously no excuse, all right? We live in the age that it is excuseless times, all right? Even if you have to, like, guess what? Yeah, you have to move to another country. You have to move to Brazil. You have to move to Asia. You have to move to, fuck, people are moving to Africa, bro. Move to Eastern Europe, okay? There's a black guy named Brandon in our group, and he lives in Georgia, okay? Not like Atlanta, Georgia. I'm talking racist Eastern Bloc European Georgia. He's the only black dude like within like a fucking 50-mile radius. And he gets racist stares all the time. All right, he is experiencing real racism. But he went out there and he's challenging himself, and he said, I don't want to live in America. Fuck this shit. And he's out there on his own making his shit happen. No excuses. No excuses. Period. Okay. And Anyways, that was a rant. That was a pretty good rant, I gotta say. How long was that? Was a 34-minute rant. I've been ranting since the beginning of the show. I think I deserve a sip of my Diet Dr. Pepper. Was that rant good? Can you rate that rant on a scale of 1 to 10? We got some biblical rants coming in today. Let's see. We got some scriptures today. Mark the man, Mark Inspiration, he actually quoted one of the scriptures that I wanted to talk about. Yeah, I'm looking at this kid's. I'm kind of all over the place, but I'm just gonna do it anyways. It's pretty upset. It's pretty upsetting to see the least. But look, another funny enough, right? Coach 5'4" Adams talk shit about me. This is the archive of the kid's YouTube subscriber list. This guy, Undead Chronic, who is some like obese, like fucking no camera on, like MGTOW hater. And he's also subscribed to this guy's super, super awful toxic content. I mean, it goes, you can just see it all here. Here he is, Coach Black Pill channel, right? And then where's the Wheat Waffles channel as well? Autistic Black Pillar. There's the kid Wheat Waffles that he named himself after, right? You know.
You guys don't donate $100 right
sad
now.
To say the most.
You're a beta male. You're a cuck. You're blue pill for life. You better send me $1,000 in donation right now.
and that's
yeah, we got another super chat. Phil, good $5 super chat. Black pillars are scared of losing versus looking forward to wins. Stack them up. The compound effect is real. Yes. Wraith is in the house. Wraith, I wish you were on Dude Party yesterday. Smash like, guys. We're at 165 people and only 84 likes. We need those likes to be 127. 127. Wraith, live a life free of regret and fear by being your own point of origin. Yes. Yes. You know? Coach Greg Adams is a grifting charlatan. Yes, he is. He absolutely is. And he's also one of those like Californian YouTubers, like who knows like all the, you know, clickbaity shit and everything. If you were so fucking red pilled, how did you get your ass raped and divorced? Huh? Fucking kiss my ass. Jesus Christ. Anyways, we're going to talk about having a vision today. The power of vision in your life. Okay? And there is a great scripture in the Bible that I love. My favorite book of the Bible is what? Name it. Do you guys remember in the chat? What is my favorite book in the Bible? Because that's where we're going today. The first person who says the correct answer of what is my favorite book in the Bible, I will read your username, and then you will be privileged to send me $10,000 in super chats immediately. But we're going to talk about vision today. We're going to talk about how vision is going to get you through, and just how to be an above average man with your life planning and all that stuff. There we go. Who said it? Somebody said niggalations. No. Oh, and Antonio Espinoza, congratulations. He says the book of Proverbs. Yes, the book of Proverbs. Psalms too long and too crybaby. Ecclesiastes, K. Dizzy Powell. Ecclesiastes is a solid second for me. Solid second place. But, yeah, when it comes to the book of Proverbs, it is my favorite. And if you have your Bible, join me today as we read from Proverbs chapter 29, verse 18. Chapter 29, verse 18. Okay. We're going to go back to my days of when I was in school to be a pastor for the Assemblies of God, and I was thrown out because I was seduced by a really hot Mexican girl. Oh, Dr. Dace. Oh, Dr. Chad. Oh, what's up, man? Nice. I haven't seen you in a while. The tooth situation should be fine. They left a suture in here. Didn't tell me they're going to take it out. Do you know when they're going to take that out? Let me know. Or do I just rip it out? I'll rip it out. I have a knife. Anyways, Proverbs chapter 29, verse 18. It says, and this is the one that Mark Inspiration quoted, where there is no vision, the people perish. Okay. But he that keepeth the law, happy is he. Now, that part I don't want to talk about, but I want to talk about where there is no vision, the people perish, okay? Now, here's the deal. A lot of you guys, when you book consultations with me, right, you go to modernlifedating.com/coaching, you book the consults, and we talk, right? And we talk, and we talk, and we talk, and 9 times out of 10, the conversation is usually one that is around a guy who's not feeling so hot at the time, okay? And the reason is they're typically going through a tough time at the moment, right? They're going through a time where they're having a how can I put this? Like a moment where they're just going through a dry spell. They're just going through a tough time. You know what I mean? They're going through a dry spell, or they're applying for job after job after job, and the job situation is just not looking good, right? I mean, like, for example, you know, my man Brent Caldwell, you know, this poor guy, I'd say poor guy, and I don't mean it in a degrading way, but this kid, you know, he just tried so fucking hard. He was trying for 9 months to get laid. 9 months. And it was the worst for him because it was to the point, like, he would get the date, he would get the girl to come to his house, but then his vibe was off, and so they would start making out, whatever, and the girls would be like, oh, I'm just not feeling this, and they would leave. And, like, that is frustrating. That is, like, ultra, ultra frustrating. And, you know, when guys, when this happens to the guys, right, when this happens to people in general, a lot of people, they just, it beats them up, and it gets them down, and it messes with them, right? And then they're like, why am I suffering? Like, what is the purpose of all this, right? Why am I doing any of this stuff? And, you know, the reason has to be your vision, okay? You need a vision. That's the big thing. You need a vision. And your vision is the grand life plan that you have for yourself, right? You know, when I first started off, my vision was just like to be the ultimate seducer and just like be to the point where I just like could get girls, you know, I wanted to consistently be able to get chicks. And that's a walk in the park for me now. I've become such a master of getting chicks that it's like, quite frankly, it's become boring. It's just like, like I just want text to sex every time. I want you to text. I want you to, like, you know, be down and come straight to my house. I'll take you to Starbucks We can talk for like 10 minutes and then we're going to have sex, or I'm just going to go home, right? And that's just the level of mastery I've achieved. After that, it was like, I want to be able to make my money online. I remember my online money-making ideas were really, well, I started when I was really young, though. I was like 17. And this was like, when I was 17, it was like 2003, right? Old geriatric MLD over here. And it was 2003. And I would always see like this guy, like always like, these type of men that were always like just working on their laptops, and they're driving an expensive car, and they usually had a hot girl with them. And I just knew that they were doing something related to the internet and making money. And I was like, I want to be like that guy. Like, that is what I want for my life. I want this guy, like, I want his lifestyle. I want to be able to just like touch the keyboard and make money. That's what I wanted. And that was part of my vision as well. I really hope I don't regret smoking this thing with... Is the dentist still here? Is this bad to smoke vapor pen while I had like a little bit of a suture in my mouth? If the doctor is in the house, please let me know. That kind of stings. Oof. Better wash it down with some Diet Dr. Pepper. On the American Health Plan here. Oh, yeah. The acidity just washes it away. So I lost track of my thought there. Anyways, it's not Nigerian Don. Are you, dude? I'm just gonna permanently ban you if you keep on being a shithead. You're pissing me and Charlie off. You're just being a little fucking shithead. You know what? Stop it. I'm gonna ban you on Instagram too, you little shit. It's not fucking marijuana, you idiot. That's illegal. That's fucking illegal in Japan. I would go to prison forever. You think I'd be doing illegal drugs on a fucking broadcast? It's CBD, you stupid moron. Jesus Christ. Anyways, you got to have vision, right? You got to persist. So my first vision was being able to master female seduction, female nature, and all that stuff, right? Second of all, it was to, make the magic internet money, right? To make the money from the internet and be able to live a life free, okay? Third, right, it was, you guys remember when I first started off the Tokyo Crypto Show? What did I say? Do you remember what was my first goal when I started off the Tokyo Crypto Show? What was my first goal with Bitcoin? Okay? What was my goal? By the way, if you want chat privileges, you have to subscribe and be subscribed for 10 minutes. Then you'll be able to communicate with me in the chat. Boom, Spark 55, buy a house. Damn, you must have been paying attention, bro. Who are you? Good for you. My first goal with cryptocurrency, I wanted to buy a house. That was my goal. All right. So now the thing is, I wanted to be able to buy a house. And let's just say I could buy a very, 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 very large house right now. Okay. A very large house. Oppo A53 says, preaching for health, but using party drugs. Can you take Tristan Date's dick out of your mouth before you continue to chat here? Just unlarge his dick, unlodge it from your mouth, and actually think for yourself. That was my vision at that time. Now I have an even larger vision, right? And I want to own several buildings in Japan. I'd like to start accumulating these buildings within 1 year. And over the next 7 years, I'd like to acquire one building per year, totaling for 7 buildings, which would be bringing me in anywhere between $100,000 to $300,000 monthly in the rent profit as well, right? Japan has one of the highest rent paying rates in the world. They're not a bunch of delinquents like pretty much everywhere else in the world. Japanese pay the rent; they pay it on time, and that's my new goal, right? My honestly, to be honest with you, I'm not greedy. I just want $100,000 a month, every single month. Okay. On the first, I want to look at the first and be like, boom, there's $100,000 new money in my bank account. Life is good. I'm going to take a nap. You know, that's just my goal right now. And it's a pretty solid goal, I got to say. So when I'm reading these books, when I'm doing everything, when I'm enduring, when I'm doing live streams here with my fucking chickmunk face, when I'm reading all these shitheads in the chat who have Tristan Tate's dick in their mouth, right? When I'm tolerating all this shit, it's just annoying. It's annoying as fuck. But my vision is what fuels me, okay? My vision is what drives me through all of the shit, okay? And, you know, you guys got to have a vision as well. You have to have a vision for your success. Listen, the average person, okay, the average person doesn't even plan for next week. They live 5 minutes at a time. They're so emotional, right? Except that the Tate brothers are better than you. You can say whatever you want about the Tate brothers, but I'm not destroying lives with my businesses. Okay, they can do whatever they want. They're whatever. It's their lives, right? I'm not destroying people with my businesses. I'm uplifting people. I'm lifting people up. And if you are like so on, you got a hard on for those guys, you're already showing me how much of a beta you are. Okay, so. Go and support them. Go buy their products. Go try to be like them. But you're probably just a fucking little worm yourself. Okay. You can nuke those guys too, Artemis. Man University and Ismail Salami. Just nuke them. Just get rid of them for good. Welcome to my world, fuck faces. But yeah. Again, vision is so necessary. It's gonna fuel you through all the hard times, okay? It's going to fuel you through the people who laugh at you. It's going to fuel you through the rejections and all the bad shit that is going on in your life, okay? It will fuel you through the hard times. And the vision is necessary, okay? It's absolutely necessary to get to where you want. Okay? He's not necessarily a great. He's not going to go down as like one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. But let me see if I can find the picture. Let me see. A lot of people make these things called vision boards, right? And I had a vision board when I was younger as well. Oh God, this fucking ad website. Ads, okay. You take a look at this. Phillip Rivers, right? Now, say whatever you want to say about Phillip Rivers, okay? At least he made it to the NFL. And it's like, even if you're a bum in the NFL, you're still in the NFL. You know what I mean? shout out to Sami, who just signed up for the Hot Dude Army. If you guys want to sign up and be a member of the Hot Dude Army, click that join button, and you'll get access to all of the emojis. Go ahead and put those golden eggplant emojis in the chat. But take a look here. 3 wishes. Brother, pro ball, good grades, right? And Phillip Rivers, when he was growing up, he put up his picture of his face on the Sports Illustrated. This is, I believe this is one of the Dallas Cowboys at the time. But, you know, he made a vision board when he was young, at the age of 10, that he wanted to be in the NFL. And
you guys
it's really
don't
just
donate
that simple.
$100 right now. You're a beta male. You're a cuck. You're blue pill for life. You better send me $1,000 in donation right now.
And that's...
He had a vision. 10 years old, made his thing, put it on his wall, and from a young age, he stuck with it, right? BU Bear, $5 super chat says, you've been killing it with quality content every single day, practicing what you preach, jacked up wisdom tooth and all. Salute. Thank you very, very, very much. Okay. Thank you so much. So, you know, whoa, we took a jump in viewership. We're almost at 200 now. All I needed to do was get crazy. But yeah, the vision board is so true, guys. Honestly speaking, okay, and I really want to know, okay, all right, do you have a vision for your life? Okay, detailed vision. 30 seconds on the clock. The poll is in the chat. Go. Vote, yes or no. Be honest, don't lie. Don't lie. Be honest. Tell the truth. All right. We've got, listen, you know what I'm going to do? Okay, we got 59 votes. Keep voting. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to go to my bedroom and pull off my my vision statement. Hold on.
We can get the drama poppin', we don't care. It's going down, cause I'm around. 50 Cent, you know how I get down. What up, blood? What up, cuz? What up, blood? What up, gangsta? What up, blood? What up, cuz? What up, blood? What up, gangsta? They say I walk around like I got an S on my chest. Now that's a semi-auto. In the vest on my chest, I try not to say nothing to DA. Like war I'm playing court, but I hunt a duck nigga down like it's a sport. Front on me, I'll cut your gun, butt your buck. You getting money? I can't get nothing with you, then fuck you. I'm not the type to get out for DWI. I'm the type that can you connect when the coke price rise. Gangsters that bump my shit, them they know me. I grew up around some niggas that's not my homies. 100 G's, I stash it. The Mac got...
And that's...
All right. So, thank you very much. We got $4.99 super chat from my man Crypto Gym Rat. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. He says this is top-notch content. $4.99 super chat. Okay, so here's the deal. Now, you know, this is what I'm doing, and again, you know, am I flying around am I flying around in private jets and smoking cigars and drinking alcohol and being like the Tates? No, I'm not. So if you want to do that, go follow their YouTube channels and follow them, and sign up for whatever they got going on, and start your own webcam business and casinos. You'll pull it off for sure. I believe in you. Definitely. But let me show you what I got going on. So take a look here. Okay. Oh, let me take off this the dark pass thing here. 2 seconds. Okay. So this is what I have going on. This is what I have above my bed. As soon as I wake up, I see this, okay? This is my current vision. And I'll read it. It says, I, Jonathan Hogwood, consistently earn $100,000 USD per month net profit, and it is paid to me at the end of each month. I healthily maintain 10% body fat. I can do it. Force yourself to think positive now. Now, am I a beta male? Am I not king of the alpha males for doing this shit? Am I a weak man or whatever? Is my mind so weak that I have to put this on my wall? Yeah, I think that's like the general consensus of the red pill community. But the general consensus of the red pill community are also a bunch of fat fucking internet slobs and keyboard warriors, right? So,
you guys don't donate $100 right now. You're a beta male. You're a cuck. You're blue pill for life. You better send me $1,000 in donation right now.
and that's,
so that's my vision, right? And I really want to do that. And I think you guys can tell by me wearing the same fucking clothes pretty much every day on the stream. That I don't need, I don't want these things, the money and all that stuff, because I need money. It's just for the sake of achievement, right? It's just for the sake of I want to accomplish this so I can learn how I accomplish this, quantify it, and then I can pass the information on to men. Just like I've mastered seduction, just like I've pretty much mastered cryptocurrency to an extent, and we've created over 20 millionaires in the Crypto Mindset course with the help of Charlie and Miguel from the Crypto Mindset course, right? That's what I want to do it. I really don't need a lot of money. Dude, guys, my dad was from Virginia, okay? I am white trash, 50% white trash. No offense to all my Virginians. Shout out to CJ Mutter. But for me, a good night out for me is I get to go to Outback. I get to eat bread. I get to have a mashed potatoes with loaded toppings. And I can eat a chocolate thunder from down under with a cherry limeade. That'll be my only meal for the day. And I'll just eat it. And I'm just so happy after eating all that garbage. I can go home and sleep. And wake up in the morning, go to the gym. That for me is a 10 out of 10 night. That's really all I really need. On a day-to-day, honestly, if I could have a $15, $17 piece of Wagyu steak and a grilled chicken breast, a cup of rice, and a nice little side salad, that's for me, that's all I need. I'm a very simple guy. I really don't have this extravagant taste and all that shit. I did the whole luxury brands shit and all that last year. It was fun for a while, but honestly, at the end of the day, I was just it's kind of fucking boring, right? It was fun while it lasted, and it's nice to go in there and be like, hey, Mr. Kobayashi, bring me a fucking small Diet Coke while I try on these $700 shoes. It is fun to do that for a while. And, it is short-lived, though, I will have to say. The ultimate thing that makes me happy is helping men, seeing men level up, sex, being healthy, and being able to be a decent fighter in the gym when I go train the full contact fighting with the local Japanese boys. I also like predicting cryptocurrency things and seeing the number go up. That's always fun, right? There's no scandals around the Crypto Mindset course whatsoever, nor will there ever be, because we're the number one cryptocurrency education course on the planet, and we're the most lucrative one. Obviously not financial advice. Don't sue us. Wah, wah, wah. But that's what makes me happy. So the money is not I need $100,000. It's just I want to do it. It's you ever play a fighting game, right? And you get it perfect, and you're damn, can I beat this guy 3 rounds in a row and get 3 perfects in a row? It's just you keep going to the next level, right? Same thing with Call of Duty, right? You ever drop a nuke, right? The only thing that's more fun than dropping a nuke in Call of Duty is dropping 5 nukes, right? It's fun. going 25-0, 26-0, 27-0, right? It just escalates. You want to just get to the next level. So naturally, the next level is $100,000 a month coming in. It's what I want. It's what guys should do naturally. You should evolve to that next. You should always be pushing, evolving, because that's the really thing that's going to make you happy in life, is striving towards something, doing something, having a goal, right? So there's 109 people who voted in the chat. 72% said, "Do you have a vision for your life?" 72% said yes. 28% said no. I don't believe those numbers. I think the majority of you guys don't have a vision for your life. Okay? Now, the having a vision is what drives you. Okay? Having a vision is what gets you out of bed, right? To get your goals going. It helps you tolerate that shitty person at work that you don't like. Helps you tolerate your shitty boss. Okay? All that. If you have no vision, you'll perish. Chris Perez says, "I didn't realize how essential having a vision was for my life until I became red-pilled. Now I make 6 figures, my marriage is better, and I'm on my way to being financially free with my crypto portfolio." There you go. It's that simple. Very good. Okay. Sami Sahidi says, "I have a minimalistic life. Any cash that is extra is invested. The fake showing off life is waste." It really is a waste. It is a waste. No, I'm a minimalist too. I mean, dude, how long have I been wearing this damn Bape hoodie? This Bape jersey? I've been wearing this thing for like over a year on YouTube. Right? This hat as well. I can't remember the last time I bought myself a Burberry shirt recently, and it was $500. But I always wanted to have a Burberry shirt, so I bought it. Right? Yeah, First Carrot perfectly says, "When you're suffering, make sure you know what you are suffering for." Exactly. So now I want to read about another scripture that talks about the vision, okay? And this is in a very kind of unknown book of the Bible, but it is ancient wisdom in my opinion, okay? And it is the book of Habakkuk. Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 2. Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 2, okay? Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 2. Okay. All right. And it says, "And the Lord answered me and said, Write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it." Okay. Verse 3 says, For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because surely it will come. All right. So it is being taken a little out of context here, but there is a part that I want to talk about that is very important. Okay. And that is physically writing down your vision. Okay. You guys know, I've talked about it time and time and time again, right? That when it comes down to getting your goal in life, writing down your affirmations is extremely important, okay? Physically, not typing it out, not saying it to yourself, but actually the act of physically writing it out is extremely important. You guys all know the book, right? Who has not seen the book where I was writing down my vision for life for 5 months straight in a row. Who has not seen it? I think most of you guys have seen it, right? If you want me to show it, put a 1 in the chat. I got to go back in my bedroom to get it. But put a 1 if you want me to see it. If you want to see it. Put a 2 if you don't want to see it. But it is something about physically writing things down that makes it really, really tangible. Okay. Apparently, a lot of you guys haven't seen it. I thought we must have a bunch of new viewers here. Jerry's puts the 2. I saw the video name, not the book. You want to see the book? All right. Writing out what you think converts thought into action. Exactly, says perfect, Wraith. All right, 2 seconds. Let me go in the bedroom and grab it.
We can get the drama poppin', we don't care. It's going down, cause I'm around. 50 Cent, you know how I get down. What up, blood? What up, cuz? What up, blood? What up, gangsta? What up, blood? What up, cuz? What up, blood? What up, gangsta? They say I walk around like I got an S on my chest. Now that's a semi-auto. In the vest on my chest, I try not to say nothing. The DA might want playing court, but I oughta duck nigga down like it's a sport. Front on me, I'll cut your gun, butt your buck. You get money, I can't get nothing with you. Then fuck you, I'm not the type to get out for DWI. I'm the type that can you connect when the coke price rise. Gangsters that bump my shit, them they know me. I grew up around some niggas that's not my homie.
All right. I thought most people have already seen me do this, but I guess not. So this is my book. Let me show you. Okay. Gotta take the dark past thing off. Hold on. Okay. So you see there? Let me turn on my other light. I have like the sexy mood lighting on right now, but let me just blast the lights so you can see what's going on. All right. So you can see here, it says, this was in 2018, 5/13, 5/14. It says, I make $10,000 a month online consistently. I make $10,000 online consistently, right? And I did this for, you can see, five months straight. I think the last day that I actually did it was September 12th. September 12th. And there, I optimized it. Okay, it says, I, Jonathan Hogwood, consistently earn $10,000 a month net profit from the internet. Okay, optimized. Okay. You see, the number one thing everybody's competing for in today's economy is your attention, right? Your smartphone is engineered to be extremely addictive. They literally engineer this thing so you will be addicted to it. And let's be honest, we're all addicted to our smartphones to an extent, okay? Now, when we are going through our day-to-day life, actually, while I'm on the topic, I'll show you this is my new journal. I've not been as dedicated. However, I have started. This is the new one. Okay. I, Jonathan Hogwood, consistently earn $100,000 a month USD net profit per month, and it is deposited into my account at the end of the month. Okay. So this is a new one. I'm going to fill this bad boy up. It's going to take some time, but I'll keep on with this one as well. Right? So, when it comes down to writing your vision down, it's a couple of things that I think that are good for you, and I really believe that they wrote this down in the Bible for a reason. It is ancient wisdom, right? It's almost like fucking casting a spell to an extent, right? By doing this every day, right? You're gonna like cast a spell on yourself to an extent, right? Like the science of it is you are reshooting the same synapses every single day and ingraining this behavior into your brain. Literally, that's how the synapses work. The more your brain fires off these synapses, the more it becomes second nature to you, right? That's like when you first start something and it's like really difficult, and then you can do it like second nature, is because the light particles that are flying in your brain, they're actually carving and making these actual connections in your brain. And the more you do something, the more you become good at it, and the more it becomes second nature. That's why they say, repetition is the mother of all skill. It's literally just the science of it all. And so when you wake up and the first thing in the morning is you write down your affirmations and you watch your mind movie, right? It reaffirms the vision in your life. And it preps you for the day when you're like, okay, now I'm going to go out. I'm going to fucking sit in traffic. I'm going to tolerate my insufferable fat HR manager in my department that I hate. I'm going to look at my cuck of a fucking boss that I know hasn't fucked his wife in 5 years, and this guy's like telling me what to do and like being a condescending prick to me. I'm going to go to the gym, and I'm going to deal, like for my example, right, with the racist Japanese guy. I'm going to go to the gym and tolerate this fucking racist shithead at my gym, and because I need to get the body that I want, right? When you have these inevitable things that are coming into your life to derail you, and you have this vision that fuels you, it really adds meaning to life. It adds meaning to all the meaninglessness that is life, right? Think about it like this, right? Honestly, this always happens to me. Anytime I'm laying down on a surgery table or a doctor or the dentist, right? I always have I hate looking up at these medicine light or these like medical lights, right? I hate it. Fucking reminds me of I'm going to die one day. It really makes me feel uncomfortable. But it's inevitable, right? And when you're about to die, right? I don't know if any of you guys have envisioned this, but have you ever envisioned what you will do in your last dying moments? Because for most people, it's I'll just look at somebody and I'll tell them I love them, right? What would you do in your last dying moments? Honestly speaking, if you're about to lay there and the lights are about to go off and it's game over, there's no Jesus, there's no Allah, there's no flying spaghetti monster, Satoshi Nakamoto isn't going to escort you up to heaven, right? Honestly speaking, write in the chat, what would you think of? What would be your last moments? For most people, it would be for example, the movie Saving Private Ryan, when the medic was about to die, he screamed out mama, right? And it's funny. I'm watching the viewership plummet right now as I start to talk about dying. We went from 200 to 170, right? Because a lot of people don't want to deal with this. A lot of people don't want to face reality. Guess what, cocksuckers? You're all going to fucking die. And a handful of people are going to be sad for a few weeks, for a few months, if you're lucky a year or two, and then they're going to move on. The girl that you're having sex with right now, if you were to die tomorrow, she would go have sex with another guy and marry and move on, okay? Your dog would feel sad, but eventually your dog will go and live with somebody else and forget about you, okay? You're not that important. You're as grandiose as your ego is, you're not that fucking important. And you are going to die. Your death is inevitable and you cannot escape it. This is your life and it's ending one fucking minute at a time. Right? So, give my seed phrase to my son, says Gareth, you're a great father. Listen to Frank Sinatra's My Way. Okay. Thinking of my son, exactly. and how fortunate I've been. Yeah, exactly. But like, honestly, you know, I would reflect on my life prior to death. Hope my boys are there, says Jerry, right? And all of these things are emotional things, right? Think about, and again, I say this with empathy, but think about how meaningless your last moments really are that you just wrote in the chat. Think about how like meaningless it is. It's like, oh, I just want to feel a certain way. Most of them are emotionally rooted. Okay? Think of how pathetic it is. You're just like, oh, I just want to tell my mom I love her. Or I want to be there with the woman I love so I can look at her as I die and traumatize her for the rest of her life. You know? So now we fast forward to the end when you're dead, right? Now, let's rewind a little bit. Let's think about your mundane life today. The only thing that matters in this life is living a good life on your terms. So why would you not be working your ass off towards that every single day? Please somebody tell me in the chat. Why would you not be doing that, right? No offense to this guy that came on Dude Party yesterday, but this guy, the goddamn bacon, right? He's 34 years old and he's a delivery driver. And that's his career. And God bless him, whatever. Everybody's got to do their own path. But for me, I saw that guy, and no offense to the guy, but I see a guy with no vision, just kind of floating through life. How many chicks are lining up to fuck the delivery driver at DoorDash, Uber Eats, whatever fucking company it is? It's all laughable. Riddle me that. Riddle me that. Is there not is life not worth living on your terms? It doesn't make any logical sense to me as to why you would not be striving with every fucking modicum of your existence, right? Why you would not be fucking trying your hardest to get the life you want. Think of how much fear enslaves you all. You're afraid to ask that girl out on a date. You're afraid to talk to that girl at the gym because you're afraid like the gym staff might say something to you, or you know, the gym staff that makes like fucking $10 an hour. You're worried about this person's opinion rather than the enjoyment of your finite life. Mark Inspiration says, you should think about death every day. Believe you me, I do. I think about death as soon as I wake up. I'm like, I just died a little bit. I better wake up and fucking start working hard. I would love to thank, he says, you should think about death every day. I would love to thank my 8 kids for joining me on this journey. Tell the 5 boys to be strong men, alpha men, the 3 girls to be good wives and mothers. Wisdom right there, man. Wisdom. Okay? Because you're going to die. If you're lucky, you're going to have to watch your parents die first. And then your dog. And then yourself. If you're lucky. Okay? Now, another thing is this when we talk about vision. That's my philosophy, okay? I don't like when Ryan talks over me at Rule 0, okay? When Ryan or John Fitch talks over me at Rule 0, a little bit of my blood boils, right? It's an ego thing, but I want everything on my terms. I want my life my way. like most of you men want life your way. Okay? And so I don't know about you, but when it comes to me, I would like to have life on my terms as much as possible. And that's why I have a vision, and that's why I strive towards the vision every day. Because if not, what's the point of it all? I would really like to know in the chat. Just tell me, what's the point of it all? The government would like you to be a nice little slave. Okay? They would like you not to fight back. They would like you to just to take it up the tailpipe. I was just using Ryan and John as examples. I don't hate those guys. I love them. Smash like, by the way. We got over 200 people, and we have 153. We need to get that up to 200 flat on the likes. Go ahead. Joe Neely says that you don't get back yesterday. It's so true. It is so true. Yesterday is gone forever. It is gone forever. Daniel Mendez says, my stepfather wanted me to follow his career. No way. I need to follow my own path. You got to have a vision. Let me see. I'm going to pull this up, see if I can find it. Damn. I can't find it. I remember I was watching a Khabib Nurmagomedov video, right? So Khabib Nurmagomedov is undoubtedly one of the greatest MMA fighters of all time. He has retired with an undefeated record. He started from a young age training with a bear. Okay? Literally training and wrestling a bear in the mountains of Dagestan. Okay? I'll play this clip. Here, I'll show you guys. Oh, just mute the music. I'm going to mute that so we don't get shadow banned and destroyed by YouTube. But anyways, this is in 1997. This is I think he's like 9 or something at the time. But this is him with the guidance of his fantastic father, training with a bear. America, we're teaching our kids, like, which one of the 77 genders are you? In Dagestan, they're teaching their men to be strong by having them fight bears before they could properly wipe their ass. But I digress. Okay? Kid's doing it with a smile on his face as well. How many Karens and Walmart golems in America would allow their children to do this? Believe you me, my sons, I'll throw them head first into that bear. Like, go. If you lose, you can't eat dinner. David says they got that bear on a leash. David, let's be honest. You would not even wrestle that bear if it was on a leash. Let's just be very honest. If we gave you a track suit, we're like, okay, you got to go wrestle this bear now. We got it on a leash though. You're gonna be like, I'm gonna stick to the live chat on YouTube today. Okay. Don't act like a tough guy. Come on. You ever encounter a bear? I encountered a bear in the Florida wildlife late at night, and all I had was a machete. And thank God there was a river between me and that bear. But believe you me, I was shitting my pants. I'm not trying to act like a super tough guy. I didn't have a gun with me. I had a machete. And I was just like, yep. Tonight might be the night I go meet Jesus. Okay. If you take a look at his mixed martial arts record, perfect. 29-0. Defeating some very big names in martial arts as well. Rafael dos Anjos, former champion. Edson Barbosa, great stand-up. Conor McGregor, one of the biggest MMA superstar in the history of all MMA superstars, champion, double champion as well. Dustin Poirier, current champion, that is. Is he the intern? Is he the intern? No. He lost it. He lost the internship championship to. He lost it to Khabib actually. And then Justin Gaethje, who is a phenomenal fighter as well. He also took the interim title from him. 29-0. 29-0. He talked about it. He had a vision. He had a massive vision. He said, I didn't want to be famous. I didn't want to be rich. I didn't want to be any of these things. I wanted to be the best fighter in the world. Period. Okay? Raging Al did well against Khabib. He did, surprisingly so. But he had a vision. Khabib had to go through multiple surgeries, multiple back injuries, multiple canceled fights. He was supposed to fight Tony Ferguson like 3 times. Got canceled every single time. Missed weight sometimes, Tough, man. Extremely tough. But the vision got him through it. I want to play this as well. I think I've played it before, but I'm going to play it again because I don't care. This is just a clip by Joe Rogan. Really powerful stuff. My buddy Spencer gave it to me. It's 8 minutes long. I'm going to play it. But before we go to that, it's really important, super important. Don't forget, tonight, Patreon, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have our group coaching going on. Take a look here to see what you get in Patreon coaching.
Watching today's episode of Interview with the Man. We're going to get right back to the show, but I wanted to take a moment to remind you that if you need personal help with dating and getting your money right specifically, we offer that services over on my Patreon. All you need to do is go to patreon.com/Modern Life Dating. What we do is on the 2nd and 4th Sunday of every month at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have a group coaching call where men from all over the world come in with their questions on how to get their dating and their money right. If you're having trouble with your dating life, if you're having trouble with your finances, let me help you. I have turned my life around and I can help turn your life around. All you need to do is go to patreon.com/Modern Life Dating. There is limited enrollment. It is only limited to 150 members, and already more than half of that has been filled up. This will be filled up, so don't forget, take action now, lock in your space. Go to patreon.com/Modern Life Dating, and let's get some coaching for you today.
Go ahead and click the link on the chat or go to patreon.com/Modern Life Dating. Tonight, we're going to go hard in Patreon. I got something special for everybody. We're going to have a pretty in-depth coverage by me. Looks like I've got only 18 spots left in the coaching. It was up to 30. We had 30-something, but now it's down to 18. These will fill up fast. All you need to do... Oops. Shit, I just opened Steam. Didn't mean to do that. Go to Patreon, and then what you'll need to do, just click here, the Hot Dude Elite, $100 a month, and you get 2 coaching sessions, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's a tight-knit group of people in there, and it's, first of all, it's insultingly cheap to me, not to you. It's insultingly cheap to you as well. Where else can you get fucking millionaire coaching for $100 a month? Believe you me, 2021 is a year of mercy with this one. 2022, this price is going up. So lock in the price now while you can. We're going to talk for 2 hours, primarily focusing on money and game. A lot of mindset stuff in there. But yeah, only 18 spots remaining. Don't forget, the content censored by Big Tech is also available, $20 a month. You can see the episode of Dude Party that was there. I'll probably be putting some more based content in there too, just because people just seem to want it. But yeah, the link is in the chat, patreon.com/Modern Life. Okay, so here is this thing. My buddy Spencer. I don't think Spencer watches this. He's a good guy. He's a little bit of a normie, but he's a good guy.
But you're right.
We're waking him up. But I just want to talk about this one in general, and how it ties into you having a vision. We've talked about it before on this channel, but I think it just needs to be revisited. This is called "Listen to This Every Day," episode 17, Joe Rogan Motivational Speech 2018. Just listen to it, and I'll give you some commentary on it because it's super important. And again, you should not be relying on this kind of content here to motivate you. Okay, what should quote motivate you is your vision. All right, and more importantly, if you have to have one, motivation or discipline, I take discipline every time. Because discipline is the backbone of masculinity. You get it done no matter what. That is the most important part of masculinity, discipline. And that's the backbone of getting anything you want in life. It's discipline. Discipline and effort can give you almost anything you want on this planet, period. But listen to this.
But you're right. Happiness is one of those things. It's like, how do you benchmark it? You know what I mean? It kind of fluctuates, and
it's like hunger. I mean, it's something that's goes in and out. It's always there.
But happy as fuck is a good answer.
Yeah, but this is something I've cultivated for a long time and avoided things that make me unhappy and figured out what those things are and been very rigid about eliminating them from my life. And one of the big ones is eliminating interactions with people that are negative. That is gigantic. And because I've realized that I'm not really as independent as I used to like to think I was. I used to like to think that my thought process was independent and that I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks. That's nonsense. People say that because they absolutely care what people think and it bothers them. So they say, I don't give a fuck. But that I don't give a fuck stuff is almost entirely nonsense. You do care. And you care in both ways. You care if people are critical of you, care if people are positive of you.
And that's a big part of the black pill thing. Like, I don't care. I don't care at all. You care the most. I don't care about pussy. Yeah, right. That's why you get on the internet and talk about how much you don't fucking need it every day, right?
But you also care if people are living positive lives and they're motivating you. That's a big one. People are fuel. And other people, it's one of the reasons why I like talking to people, one of the reasons why I like to do podcasts, because I get a lot out of, like just talking to you about your time in the monastery or your push to get to that 100 miles. Like, you get energy out of people like that. And you think about this energy and you think about this inspiration when you're doing other things. And it also sets in your mind that when you meet these exceptional people that move you, like, what are the characters, what are the qualities that they have? What are the characteristics that they possess? And those things become significant and important to you. Whereas if you live around a bunch of people that are complaining and bitching about everything and they see the negative in everything and they're always whining, those people are the opposite of that. They're the opposite of inspiration, and they're mud. You're just like, "Whoa." It's like you're up to your ankles in mud. You try to trudge through life. It's difficult. You're not light.
And that is another reason right there why when you cut people out of your life, you cut them out because of the vision you have, right? You know that toxic people, negative people, dude, guys, toxic people and negative people are the fucking cancer of the earth, man. They are the worst thing you could have. I would rather advise somebody to eat a double cheeseburger every day from McDonald's and just go to the gym and work it off, rather than keep a social circle of negative people. That social circle of negative people will ruin you faster than a fucking cheeseburger from McDonald's every day would do. Literally, a cheeseburger every day. I would advise a double cheeseburger from McDonald's every single day over having a fucking group of negative people in your life. Period.
It's not pushing you. There's not a wind at your back. The wind's in your face, and it's rough. And over time, I've learned that these people, You're not going to fix them. I used to want to fix them when I was young. I used to want to go, hey man, I see what you're doing. Like, dude, don't do that anymore. Listen, just try, just do this and stop doing that and start doing this. And if you just work towards this, you could be successful. And then a week later, the guy's doing the same shit. You're like, okay, I'm wasting a significant amount of my energy on someone who doesn't want to waste any of their energy on themselves. And so managing the community and the tribe that you're in, making sure that you're a good member of that tribe, that you're doing your part, and there's a lot of cynicism in these days about inspiration and about.
Listen to hear what he's talking about. There's a lot of cynicism about inspiration, right? Let me tell you guys something, all right? Let me give you a very uncomfortable reality check. People don't want you to succeed. It's very fucked up, but your friends, your social circles, you know what they want to do? All right? They want to compartmentalize you. They want to keep you in their little box and their little idea of you. So many people, when I started bossing up these Tokyo streets, so many people initially were haters. Friends that I've been friends with long time, man, years and years and years. They seen me getting fucking sexier, working out, right? The crypto stuff, you name it. They had something to say. They were like, oh yeah, this is great idea, great work. Yeah, you're really going to accomplish those dreams, right? Literally laughed at. Because the idea of people want to keep the idea of you static. They want to compartmentalize you in their little portion of their life. And when you outgrow that, some people will try to pull you back into that. Because your success, your evolution is a reflection of their failure. And people would rather drag you down, pull you back under to preserve their ego than to do the work to lift themselves up and evolve with you. And that's why part of the evolution to becoming a successful person, high value man, is you have to shed the old people from your life. And a lot of you guys are emotionally attached to mommy and daddy, even though they emotionally abuse the fuck out of you. You're so attached, right? And you can't grow. You can't evolve. If you want to grow a redwood tree is a tree in America that grows to be like 100 feet tall, right? You can't grow that redwood tree if it stays in its little pot that you got it at Home Depot from. Okay? And the same thing with your life. And a lot of people are just not strong enough to cut off their family who is toxic, okay? Cut off the shitty people in their life to get to the next level. I don't have a close relationship with my family anymore, really. I mean, obviously I'm in Tokyo. I go home. I see them once in a while. But my family, God bless all of them, but they're just doing the normie shit. And I'm bossing these Tokyo streets up. So, but when I go back, when I go back to Christmas, who pays for everything? Of course, yours truly. Okay. We go to Whole Foods and everybody's getting lobster. Everybody's getting steak. Everybody's getting organic Wagyu. Whatever you fucking want. Big Daddy MLD's paying. We're going to Disney. Guess who's paying for everything? Me. All right. So that's the counterbalance to being like, well, you know what? I did cut them off, but hey, we're not going to fucking Perkins anymore. Like, we're going to go to Del Frisco's. Okay. Or we're going to go somewhere and I'm just going to pay for everything and take care of all you. And that's the steps of evolution. But a lot of people, they don't want to do what it takes.
You guys don't donate $100 right now. You're a beta male. You're a cuck. You're blue pill for life. You better send me $1,000 in donation right now.
And that's it's a very uncomfortable reality that you've got to cut off shitty people in your life. And a lot of people are like, oh, family to the end, loyalty to the end, rah, right? They say these like false motivational statements. No. If your family's toxic and you want to get to the top, you have to make a choice. Stay with toxic family or cut them off, succeed, go for your dreams, become the wonderful person that you want to become in this finite existence, because you're going to fucking die. Don't forget that. You're going to die. All right? You're going to shut off and you're not going to turn back on. You're going to see blackness forever. You can't even comprehend the fact of your non-existence. That's how bleak it is. And it's inevitable. You're going to die. You can't escape it. Your death is coming. So are you going to sit around and continuously appease those around you and put yourself down in the ground below these people? Or are you going to live the fucking life that you want to live in this short, meaningless amount of time on this planet that we have? You tell me. I know what my fucking answer is. Ricky Webster, $4.99 super chat. What's the title of the Rogan clip, John? Great info. Props due to you. Yes, I am awesome. Here, I'll put it in the chat. But what he's saying, and again, your vision has to empower you. Your vision has to motivate you guys. You need a vision, okay? When Charlie was going through that awful time with his shitty ex-wife and telling him he's a loser and dealing with, the ending of a 7-year relationship and Bitcoin tanking at the time, all of that shit. That was hard for Charlie, man. That was super fucking hard. But he had the vision. Y'all, you guys seen it?
So, you have accepted the truth.
Thank you, Boxhead276, for subscribing. Great username. By the way, if you want to participate in the chat, you got to subscribe for at least 10 minutes. And then you will be able to participate in the chat. Other than that, you cannot participate, and I have zero sympathy. But when you guys saw, Charlie cried on the air, and he was crying to the point that he couldn't get it together, and I had to jump on the stream with him and be like, hey, it's okay, Charlie, you did it. You're the fucking man. But when you achieve your vision and you get what you want out of life, I mean, it is just such a fucking great feeling. It's just so amazing. It's amazing not for the sake of what you get, but it's amazing for the sake of who you become and how you can just look back on all the hardships and you look back on all the shitty things that you had to go through, and you can look back on just hating a good portion of the time that you were suffering through, and you can say, this is fucking worth it. It was absolutely worth it because I stuck to my vision. Are we getting the importance of a vision here? Okay. We'll go back to this. Let's listen more. There's more wisdom in this.
Motivation, because there's a lot of fake shit. You can go on Instagram and you see a million of these inspirational quote pages, and they're run by people that are probably depressed. You see a lot of people that are, talking about how to get ahead in life, but they're not really doing anything themselves. So there's a lot of cynicism involved in that. But there's also sincerity in it, and you can get, if you just look at it with a pure heart and a pure mind, you can get a lot of energy out of that. And when you're around happy, inspirational people that are successful, it makes you feel better. And
that's why you got to subscribe to this channel right now, motherfuckers. Listen to what he says again. Listen, I understand that some of you guys may have shitty lives and shitty existences. I will be your digital family. I will be your digital big brother. I will be your big daddy in your life, okay? Subscribe to Big Daddy MLD. Unsubscribe to all those other cancerous channels that you are. Literally, subscribe to my channel and go unsubscribe to 5 different channels that you know are bad for you, but you painfully torture yourself while you watch them. Listen to what he says. Listen very closely to what he says.
In it, and you can get, if you just look at it with a pure heart and a pure mind, you can get a lot of energy out of that. And when you're around happy, inspirational people that are successful, it makes you feel better, and
makes you feel better. When you feel good, you perform good. When you perform good, you get good results. When you consistently get good results, you get confidence, and you get confidence that you can't have taken away from you. Okay? Period. By the way, please smash the like button. We're pathetically at 178 likes. We need 200 minimum. Don't make me beg, because I will beg. That's how much of a slave I am to the YouTube algorithm. I beg for the sake of my vision, though, you sons of bitches. Not for you, but for my vision. Okay? 18 more likes to go. Do it.
You get inspired, and if you act on that inspiration, your life will be more fulfilled. And it's not just inspirational in terms of financial success, but in terms of doing difficult things, whether it's running 100 miles. It doesn't pay you a goddamn thing other than the wealth of the knowledge that you can push yourself to such an extreme. Or anything else, whether it's someone who becomes really good at playing chess, or someone who's really good at martial arts, or whatever it is. There's a great feeling in these overcoming these difficult things, because life is never this just constant state of I'm at a 9 all day, and when I'm with my wife, I hit 10. Yay! And
that's another thing we gotta erase, right? 10 more people to hit the like button. Do I really have to beg you fucking schlemiels to fucking hit the like button? You ungrateful cocksuckers. Hit the like button. But here's what he talks about too. He's like, people are just like, oh, I'm at a 9 all the time, and when I'm with my wife, I'm a 10, right? Think about that. Dude, that's bullshit, okay? It's 1,000% bullshit. That's why I hate these content creators who are like, oh yeah, I'm always happy and I'm never depressed and life is always good and I never feel bad. And if you feel bad, you're just a fucking weak beta male. If you ever have a moment of doubt, you're just weak and you're not as strong as me, so buy my course, right? Dude, so awfully awful, okay? I was telling somebody about this. I think I was telling Taloa this, right? Now, here is a big let's break the fourth wall thing. So I did Intergame July, right? And I did Intergame July to help guys out with their inner game, right? And what I believe to be very important for men in the world. But more importantly, I'm going to tell you guys personally, I did Intergame July for me as well, because I was going through some shit personally that was fucking devastating. It was awful. It was awful, awful, awful. It was so bad. And I refuse to just be a fake content creator. I will never sell out. You cannot fucking buy me. I'm not for sale. All right? I refuse to. And I was going through a shitty time. Very shitty time. And, it was just a bunch of shit going on in my life. And it was just terrible. It was terrible, terrible, fucking terrible. And I had to do Intergame July, not for you guys, but also for me as well. Because we're in this shit together. So, another thing is, I'm not telling you it's going to be all sunshine and rainbows, okay? I felt awful when the cryptocurrency markets crashed. I knew in the long term we're going to be okay, but I felt awful. And there was times I looked at my portfolio and I was like, damn it. Fucking damn it. What if I'm wrong? What if all these people that trusted me, thank God I said this is not financial advice, which it never is. But I thought to myself, what if I led all these men astray? What if I'm wrong? What if I'm not really the leader that these guys say that I am? What if I'm like a piece of garbage and I'm just like deluded by my own ego in an echo chamber of guys who also come in here and by them validating me, I believe what I'm doing is correct. I think about these things. Okay, I think about if I'm wrong all the time. I really do. There's sometimes I reflect. I'm like, damn, do I really have game? Am I really the man? It's normal too. That's another thing I want to let you guys know. Like, self-doubt is normal. Wallowing in self-doubt is not normal. But ultimately, taking action in spite of the doubt is the number one thing that makes you a winner. Okay? Thanks, Jerry. Jerry clicked like from 2 different accounts. What a winner. Let's go.
Stay like that. That's not real. What's real is like you saying that you went to this monastery and felt all this angst about meditating and being alone and not having your phone and not having the input, but then when it comes out of it, then you have this reward. So you push through this and you had these uncomfortable feelings and you came out of those uncomfortable feelings with this newfound appreciation for time and this respect for your own existence in your own space and carving out 3 hours for yourself a day. That's where it all comes from. It all comes from life lessons, and the lessons are learned through struggle. And I think that there's a lot of people out there that think somehow or another you're going to get to some place where you're living in silk sheets and you're getting your toes done while someone's dropping grapes into your mouth. I don't want that. I've never wanted that. That guy's not going to be happy. He's going to be bored. An hour into the grapes, you're going to get those fucking grapes away from me. Stop painting my toes. What am I doing in this bed? I got to do something. I'm not stimulated. The human organism, the animal that we are, needs constant stimulation because it evolved trying to find food and escape enemies, and find shelter, escape nature, escape the elements, try to survive. And this is the great joy that you have in taking care of your children, that you can protect your children from the elements and the enemies and feed them. And it's also the great sadness that you see in losers. When I see a loser, I see some guy who's 43 years old, lives in his parents' basement.
See what he's talking about there?
Food and escape enemies. Want that. I've never wanted that. That guy's not going to be happy. He's going to be bored. An hour into the grapes, you're going to get those fucking grapes away from me. Stop painting my toes. What am I doing in this bed? I got to do something. I'm not stimulated. The human organism, the animal that we are, needs constant stimulation because
we need constant stimulation, and it's not a bad thing. And you want to get that stimulation in the sense of consistently achieving new heights, right? Honestly speaking, put in the chat here, who has made $1,000 in cryptocurrency, right? Right? Yes, you have, or no, you haven't, right? And for those of you guys that write the word yes, after you made $1,000 and you make $1,000 again, is it as stimulating as the first time? Or are you now looking for, well, shit, can I make 2,000? Can I make 3,000? Can I make 4,000? Can I make 5,000? 1,000 becomes irrelevant, right? It becomes irrelevant. That's the natural progression of things, okay? And in life, if you are already writing yes and you're trying your best, right? Here's the thing. This is a great step in your evolution, men. Because most men don't even fucking give it a go. But if you did say yes, all right, congratulations on taking a step in the direction that you want to go. But eventually it does become irrelevant. Eventually it becomes stale. And you need the new stimulation. You need the new achievement. And this is a good way to kind of monetize your dopamine addiction, right? Obviously, I'm not telling you to go out there and gamble and be irresponsible, blah, blah, blah. It's not financial advice. Don't sue me. But, you know, what I am trying to tell you is this is the only thing that's really going to help distract you from the fact that you're going to die forever. This will help delude the fact that your inevitable permanent demise is coming, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. So you might as well enjoy life on your terms on the way out, because there's no way back in.
Because it evolved trying to find food and escape enemies, and find shelter, escape nature, escape the elements, try to survive. And this is the great joy that you have in taking care of your children, that you can protect your children from the elements and the enemies and feed them. And it's also the great sadness that you see in losers. When I see a loser, I see some guy who's 43 years old,
54 years old, tomato farmer, lives in his mother's basement, pretends to be a 6-foot-tall Italian jack dude who has a bunch of women.
Lives in his parents' basement, and he fucking hates the world. I'm like, that was a baby. Man, this is a baby that somebody just gave shitty nutrients to, whether it's nutrients in the forms of food or in the form of thoughts and ideas and examples. And this kid developed these horrible, self-defeating patterns of behavior that have led them to this point where they're this middle-aged person with no future and no idea of how to get out of this rut, and probably never will escape it, and might just wind up sucking on a gun. You know, I mean, this is the world that we live in today. And I think part of that world is because we have been fed this line of horseshit that you're supposed to seek comfort. And I don't think you are. I think you're supposed to seek lessons, and you're supposed to seek difficult tasks and accomplishments. And through those things and through doing things that are hard to do, even if it's just a fucking 90-minute hot yoga class. I do a 90-minute yoga class, man. Those last 20 minutes, I do not want to be there, man. And I definitely don't want to give 100%. And I can cheat. I could kind of half-ass it. But if I don't, and I get through it, when that time is up and the lady says namaste and everybody gets up, I'm like, fuck, man, I made it. You know, I lost 15 pounds. My fucking yoga mat is drenched to the point where I could literally wring it out and fill a jug up with water. But through that struggle, I will now have a better day, and I better fucking do it again tomorrow or do something else, because if I just think, well, tomorrow I'm just going to coast and eat Twinkies and watch TV. Oh, hello, sadness, my old friend. Hello, depression, because when you're not doing anything.
See, and that's another thing, too. A lot of Western people, especially Americans, you know, it feels good to eat that the Twinkie, right? I've eaten the gas station Twinkie before. It feels good for like about 30 seconds. Then you're like, damn, I just consumed 250 calories. That's like 10% of my daily caloric intake. And I just did it in 30 seconds. It'll take me an hour of walking on the treadmill to burn this off. First Carrot says yoga. Bro, you're writing LMAO. He says hot yoga. First Carrot, I will bet you $1,000. You could live stream it. You could not do a 90-minute hot yoga session. I will bet you $1,000. You could not do a 90-minute hot yoga session. You would quit. That is hard as fuck, dude. Hot yoga is so hard. Because not only are you in a room that is literally cooking you alive, but you're holding yourself in difficult poses. Dude, yoga is hard in itself. I don't know if you clearly have never gone to a yoga lesson. Yoga is very hard, especially if you're a big man who has like a lot of mass. But yoga is good. And yoga chicks are sluts. Yoga chicks love to get fucked. I mean, there's just endless reasons why you should be doing yoga. Pilates, too. Pilates girls love sex. So, you're just speaking from a position of ignorance, and I forgive you because I'm a benevolent leader. But yoga is very hard. Hot yoga is even harder.
Anything, you feel like shit. And that's just a part of being a human being. And we can pretend that we're something other than what we really are. And we can pretend, nah, me, man, I'm just cool, just chilling, doing nothing. Bullshit.
Oh, yeah. The point I was trying to say as well, a lot of Americans, right, you eat that food. Dude, processed American food makes you depressed. Okay? If you ever seen my fucking show when I was on the Fresh and Fit earlier this year in January, I was looking at that. I was on the tail end of my vacation, and I was just like eating American food nonstop. Dude, my face was so inflamed. My face was round and swollen from the poison marketed as food in the United States of America. Okay? Poison. Absolute poison. That makes you feel depressed. If you don't believe me, eat clean for 1 whole week. Only eat meat with no hormones in it. If you go to Publix, get the Green Wise hormone-free chicken, the hormone-free meat. Okay? Eat just chicken, steak, salad, and water for 1 week. And then go eat a processed food meal. Go to eat McDonald's, drink a milkshake, eat some of those, what are those things? Like the little Debbie cakes that are like chocolate on the outside and they like that processed cancer cream that's so delicious on the inside. Eat some of that and tell me you don't feel fucking depressed and awful about life after you do that. And that depression leads to inaction, and it's a downward spiral. A lot of people are caught in this food addiction in America. A lot of you American guys don't realize how much you're pimped out to these food corporations. When I was, rest in peace, Harry Zico's sanity, because when I was in Miami and Harry and me were in my Airbnb for Hot Dude Con in June, watching TV, all I was doing was like calling out the propaganda and shit talking TV the entire time Harry was there. I felt bad because I was like, sorry, Harry, I know I'm probably ruining your life right now, but it is so fucking true how just American food is just, it is like pimped upon the population. And shocker alert, 78% of all people in the ICU with COVID-19 are also obese. 78% of all people with COVID-19 that are in the ICU, 78% are obese. Shocker alert. Somebody call CNN. Tell Don Lemon to stop sucking some dick and report on this immediately, because we got a hot news breakdown. We got a breaking story here. We got a breaking story. Shocker. Okay. Where did I get that statistic? Joe, I saw Joe Rogan was talking about it on his podcast. In America, the only women's bodies I like are yoga chicks. That's fair. That's a fair assessment. Yoga chicks are sluts around the world too. Japanese yoga chicks are turbo whores. And I support whoring because I would never slut shame a woman. It is just an adjective that really means super empowered woman who gives her body away freely to any man that is attractive. I was looking through data to figure that out. Look harder. Always a fat person in hospitals from COVID news interviews. I'm about to pull one up. I swear to God, I'll do it. But that food, you got to be careful. Cancer, dude. Cancer. Literally cancer.
You're a fucking human. You're a human being. You evolved from the fucking hundreds of thousands of years of hunters and gatherers and people that were struggling. Those human reward systems are carved deeply into your DNA. And if you don't respect that, if you don't respect the mechanism of happiness and fulfillment and what you really need to do in order to feel satisfied in life, camaraderie, love, family, friendship, struggle, testing yourself, learning, all those things are imperative. They're all a giant part of being a person.
Big facts there from Joe. Big facts. I'm gonna play something else from Jim Rohn. Jim Rohn talks about sitting in the corner. Fuck, man. This is so hard to find it. Damn it. I love Jim Rohn. Jim Rohn, seriously, that guy is changed my life by listening to his stuff. Damn it, I can't. I just thought of it off the top of my head. It's gonna be taking me a little bit to find it. But it's such good stuff. What do you say? Do you want me to just play? I got a 12-minute clip here. Get up and make it happen. It's really good stuff. We can watch it and just kind of go through the principles in it. Or I could just end the episode and I can go eat my steak and chicken right now. 30 seconds on the clock. 1, we keep going. 2, we end the show. Go. 1, we keep going. 2, we keep going. We quit the show. Let's see. I want to see it in the chat right now. You got 25 seconds to go. You got a 1 so far. Couple more 1s. Play it. Got 1s. 1. We got nothing but 1s coming in here. All right, green. Oh, shit. Green with the 2. Sorry, Green. I just remembered you sent me that super chat asking about kids. I think about that. Honestly, I think about that often. And I really don't know what to do right now. That's actually a question I ask myself daily, Green. So, all right. So we're going to go 24-hour stream. One day I'm going to do a 24-hour stream. I swear to God. I think me and Artemis, we did 20 hours with the election. But then what are these things? My lymph nodes in my throat started swelling up because I was talking too much. And I had to, my face is so round. And I had to, look at me. I look like a fucking freak. I had to stop the stream at that time. Anyways, okay, we'll do it. We're going to do the Jim Rohn. All right, give me 2 seconds. I'm going to use the bathroom, and then I'll be right back. Please follow the instructions in this video.
Thanks for watching today's episode of Interview with a Man. We're going to get right back to the show, but real quick, I wanted to take a second to remind you to please like, comment, subscribe, and turn on all notifications. Here's why. YouTube, this is how their algorithm works. If you don't like, if you don't comment, you don't subscribe, and you don't turn on notifications, what this tells YouTube is that this video right here is completely worthless. And we know that my content saves men's lives. So please don't forget, take a moment right now, hit the like, leave a comment, subscribe, and turn on all notifications. It's very simple to do. It's 100% for free. One more thing, watch time is going to be extremely important in the year 2021. So if you're watching this video, please be sure to watch it from the beginning all the way to the end. That is how YouTube knows that this video is valuable. In addition to that, you could do this in the gym, leave it playing on in the background while you work out, while you're cleaning your house, whatever you do. Just please make sure to watch the video from the beginning all the way to the end, okay? In addition to that, don't forget, please like, comment, subscribe, and turn on all notifications. Thanks so much, and let's get back to the show.
All right, we're gonna do a little bit of gambling here. I've got two videos. Man, there's this clip when he talks about Jim Rohn has changed my life. Jim Rohn made me realize that you cannot be a negative fuckface that complains about everything and get what you want in life. Complaining, crying about shit that you can't change is the number one sign of a fucking loser, okay? Stop that shit. It's fucking cancer, and successful people absolutely despise that shit. Now, Jim Rohn does this thing where he talks about how, you know, yeah, if you want, like, if you're afraid of taking risks, then you could just, like, sit in the corner. We'll bring you a meal every day, and we'll bring you a blanket, and you can just sit there, and, you know, you won't die, you won't get hurt or anything, but that'll be your life. And that's a lot of people choosing this right now. This whole you know, Rona situation, a lot of people sitting in the corner. Become a sit in the corner society. Not me. You ain't putting baby in the corner. Not on my watch. All right, let's go. Let's see. Let's see. It's one of these two. What's this one? This one has nicer video graphics, so we'll choose that.
I found something easy I could do that led to fortune, and I did not neglect to do it. Major reason for not having everything you want in America. Major reason for not having more of what you want in America. More health, more money, more power, more influence, more everything. Major reason why you don't get it. Simple answer. Neglect. Neglect. And here's the problem with neglect. It starts as an infection. And if you don't take care of it, it becomes a disease. And here's what else is the problem. One neglect leads to another. Neglect to do wise things with your money, you'll probably neglect to do wise things with your time. Neglect to do wise things with your time, you'll probably neglect to do wise things with your business. One leads to another, leads to another. Pretty soon, neglect has you by the throat, emptying your purse, emptying your heart, emptying all of your chances for equities and power and all the good things. Neglect. I blame.
And let me tell you something else when in regards to this, right? When it comes down to what he's saying with neglect, it's very, very true. Because a lot of people, they want to outsource their life responsibility to other people, right? Let's take a look at what's going on in America now, right? America, clearly a nation of fat fuckers. And this virus that's going around is killing all the fat fuckers, right? It's a boomer remover, and it's a fat fucker remover. And instead of saying, oh, you know what? I'm going to stop eating 7,000 calories a day because I weigh 300 pounds, and I should probably not weigh 300 pounds. Let me start just eating steak and salad and drinking water and exercising every day until I'm no longer disgusting. No, just give me the vaccine. Most experimental vaccine in human history. Developed in 9 months. 15,000 people have taken the vaccine, have received adverse effects. Over 10,000 people have died documented so far in the United States of America. Yeah, fuck it. Pump me full of that shit, baby. Fuck, sit-ups. Gym. Gotta give up my McDonald's? Nah. I'll just gamble.
My negative relatives. They were always putting me down. I blame my cynical neighbors. They're just selfish, looking out for themselves. Won't loan you money? They were on my list. I used to blame the economy. I blame the community. That's a pretty good list for not doing well, isn't it?
Who does that sound like? Blaming the economy, blaming the community, blaming the neighbors, blaming everybody but yourself. What faction of idiots on the internet does that sound like?
I thought it was good. I'll never forget one day. Mr. Schultz was very kind, but he was also very blunt. And this was no exception. And I'm glad he was blunt. There's a lot of things I'd have missed if he hadn't have been blunt. One day, with sort of a curious look on his face, he said, Jim, just out of curiosity, tell me, how come you haven't done well up until now?
Translate our questions, translate our answers, our perceptions, what we see, to be able...
I don't like this music. It's just too annoying. Let me try and find another one. The music is just too annoying. If you guys don't donate $100 right now, you're a beta male, you're a cuck, you're blue pill for life. You better send me $1,000 in donation
You make
right
the choice.
now.
And that's...
Thank you so much. Jerry, $20 super chat. Can you or someone in the chat recommend an air fryer? Shopping online now, and it's annoying. Yeah, I can't because I want one. I don't know, but people have told me the air fryers are the way to go. I want to buy an air fryer, quite frankly. It's a way to fry stuff. Crypto Gym Rat, he uses an air fryer. I don't know if he's in here. He knows a good one. Ninja dual basket. Any air fryer works. Yeah, I think that's a good answer. DeFi says. Damn it! Where is the one that I'm looking for? Life is take risk. Let me see.
Whatever it takes to get you to try harder, read more.
All right, we're just gonna do it old school. I don't even care if we go down to one more stream view. I'm watching this shit with you guys. We're just turning. This is this is a man who had vision. Okay, this is important. I'm like, be honest with you, breaking the fourth wall. I'm seeing us go from like 200 to like 179 viewers. And I'm like, oh, just give them what they want. Just chimp out more. Nah, fuck it. We're gonna do the hard work. I watched this one here over and over and over again. Okay, and yeah, just take a look. It's so important.
Whatever it takes to get you to try harder, read more, set your goals, and go for it. Here's the next attitude disease. Over-caution.
Oh, I think this is it. This is it. This is it. This is it. Fuck, this is it. Perfect. God, I'm so great.
Some people never will have much. They're too cautious. Now, you can also be too reckless, but you can also be too cautious. This is called the timid approach to life. And my caution was always the risk. Risk used to drive me right up the wall. I used to say, what if this happens? It's called the language of the poor. What if this happens? And on top of that, if this was to happen, look at the fix I'd be in. I better not try. I could always ace myself out. Then I'll tell you what changed my whole life when I finally discovered it's all risky. The minute you were born, it got risky. If you think trying is risky, wait till they hand you the bill for not trying.
Oh, that's what they talk about in the book. God, this is so good. I forgot how good this is. Wait until they hand you the bill for not trying. Dude, they talk about this in the book, Unscripted by MJ DeMarco. So fucking true. Wait till you get to the end of your life when you did what you thought you were supposed to do. 9 to 5. Paid my taxes, which you should. You should pay taxes like 7 times every day. Put my money into government bonds, IRA, Roth. Saluted the flag, did my thing for my country. How many people you heard follow that story? And how many people have a happy ending when they do that? I mean, that's one of the backbones of masculinity, alongside discipline, is taking risk.
If you think investing is risky, wait till you get the tab for not investing. See, it's all risky. Getting married is risky. Having children is risky. Going into business is risky. Investing your money is risky. It's all risky. I'll tell you how risky life is. You're not going to get out alive.
You're going to die, fuckers. All of you.
It's risky. The Englishman says, well, if that's the way it's going to work out, let's give it a go. Right, that's what it's for. Give it a go. Somebody says, yeah, but I'm looking for safety and security. Fine, then huddle in a corner. We'll cover you with a sheet, bring you 3 meals a day.
See, this is the exact clip I was looking for. Read it. See, all you guys wanting safety and security. How many people want safety and security right now in the world with what's going on? How many people want safety and security? And guess what's happening? Guess what's happening? I can't even say what's happening because I'll get banned off of YouTube. People that are seeking. Let me see if I can do this. Okay. I'm just going to put up some information that's on Google, which is owned by, YouTube owns as well. So this is information provided by Google. Iceland, 71.5% of the population is protected by a certain injection. Iceland has had a massive, as you can see, massive spike here in the cases as well. Primarily amongst people who are taking the safe route. Safe and secure. You'd have to do the research on your own, but read between the lines and get what I'm saying.
The Englishman says, well, if that's the way it's going to work out, let's give it a go. Right, that's what it's for. Give it a go. Somebody says, yeah, but I'm looking for safety and security. Fine, then huddle in a corner. We'll cover you with a sheet, bring you 3 meals a day. And we'll protect you, feed you, look after you, care for you. We won't let anything happen to you, and you'll probably live to be 100. The guy said, well, yeah, I'd live to be 100. But what a way to live. Right. What a way to live, safe and secure. Don't ask for security. Ask for adventure. Better to live 30 years full of adventure than 100 years safe in the corner. And see, it's not important how long you live. What's important is how you live. Here's the next attitude disease. We're almost through with this motley list. In fact, we're almost through. Hang on. The next one is pessimism.
Oh, somebody call Ari Jorgo. Somebody page Ari Jorgo.
Pessimism, the deadly disease of always looking on the bad side, the problem side, the difficult side, checking all the reasons why it can't be done. The poor pessimist leads an ugly life. He doesn't try to figure out what's right. He tries to figure out what's wrong. He doesn't look for virtue. He looks for faults. And when he finds them, he's delighted. How ugly. This is the poor guy looks through the window, doesn't see the sunset. He sees the specks on the window. And this is the poor guy, right, who rushes up, takes such leave of his senses. This guy rushes up and he says, I've got 5 good reasons why it won't work. He's so dumb he doesn't know all you need's 1. He's got 5.
Is that not the epitome of every fucking black pill guy out there with no vision about his life, no vision of the future? Here's 75 reasons why you're not going to get laid on Tinder. You just need 1.
To the pessimist, the glass is always half empty. To the optimist, the glass is half full. Why would the same measure affect people 2 different ways? Answer, it all depends on how you look at it. Our lives are mostly affected by the way we think things are, not the way they are. The way we think they are affects us most. There's a subject we don't have time to get into tonight called better thinking habits. One of the major things Shove taught me when I met him, he said, poor thinking habits keeps most people poor. Not poor working habits.
Poor thinking habits keeps most people poor. Remember, your thoughts are who you are, because your thoughts create your actions, and your actions create your character, and your character create who you are as a person. So if you're fueling yourself with negative thoughts, you're surrounded by negative shitheads all the time, people without vision, people with no plan for the future. How many of you guys look forward to the 5-year older version of yourself that you're going to be, right? Think about that. How many of you guys are even thinking about next year's December? Most people don't even think about fucking next month. They live day to day. Visionless. We're going to talk about the consequences of having no vision here in a second. We're going to finish this up.
Most people work hard, but they don't think hard. And Shove taught me that the mind is like a factory, a mental factory. And whatever you think about all day long pours ingredients into this mental factory.
And yeah, whatever you think about pours ingredients in this mental factory. Unfortunately, we talked about this on Dude Party yesterday. You fill your mind with black pill poison content. Shocker that your life becomes shitty like the content.
And that's what builds the economic, social, financial fabric of your life. He quoted me a Bible phrase that says, as you think, so you become. How awesome. When he talked about poor thinking habits, he had me. I used to start the day reading the morning newspaper. I mean, you can believe that or not. I'd get a cup of coffee and read the paper. I'd load up on wars and riots and murders and stabbings and killings and bank robberies and muggings and car wrecks and tragedies. I'd even read the back pages. I seem to like that stuff for some weird reason. I'd load up on all that, and then I'd start the day. You can imagine the kind of days I used to have. You walk around on your...
And think about that. All you guys that wake up, first thing you do is you check, like, you know, feminist hate sites and, like, burn sites, and you read, like, these red pill rage news shit. You know what I do as soon as I wake up? I fucking look at my board, my vision board, and I think to myself, should I go exercise or should I do red light therapy right off the rip? I'm charging myself up positively no matter what. Am I going to write my affirmations? Am I going to watch my affirmation video? How am I going to brainwash myself in a positive way to achieve my vision and my mission? That's the difference between me and the average person.
Your financial knees. They call you economic peewee. The guy says, I want to be a great leader. Wonderful. The first thing we do is follow him to his house. When we get there, we walk in and check his library, number 1. Somebody says, well, why check his library? The reason is because what a man reads pours massive ingredients into his mental factory, and the fabric of his life is built from those ingredients.
Hear what he says there? This is like old school American wisdom. Listen to this again. I'm so glad I decided to play this. This is completely off the top of my head, but check it out.
There, we walk in and check his library, number one. Somebody says, well, why check his library? The reason is because what a man reads pours massive ingredients into his mental factory, and the fabric of his life is built from those ingredients.
What you consume is what you become. What you put into your mind is exactly what you are going to become. Whether you like it or not, it is inevitable. It is as inevitable as your death. Whatever you put into your brain, that is who you become. Okay? Check his library here. I got my library. Here's my Audible account. Launch. Phil Jackson, 11 Rings, The Soul of Success. Trump, Never Give Up, How I Turned My Biggest Challenge into Success. EMF'd, Relentless, The Red Queen. Unscripted, The Great Rat Race Escape, From Wage Slavery to Wealth. Winning, Estrogeneration. Trump, Think Big and Kick Ass in Life and Business. The Wisdom of Psychopaths. This is my buddy Laurent recommended me to read this. He's very well off, so I'm going to do what he says. Art of Seduction, Conversation of the Mind, Alpha Kingdom, Hook Point, How to Stand Out in a 3-Second World, Money, Master the Game, Fake by Robert Kiyosaki, Fake Money, Fake Teachers, Fake Assets, How Lies Are Making the Poor and Middle Class Poorer, Compound Effect, The Power of Zero, Be Obsessed or Be Average, Pimpology, The 48 Laws of Game, Rational Male, Code to Joy, Medical Medium, Secrets Between Chronic and Mystery Illness and How to Finally Heal, Unplugged Alpha, The Kill Chain, Defending America and the Future of High-Tech Warfare, The 6 Pillars of Self-Esteem, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Expert Secrets, Traffic Secrets, Never Binge Again, Reprogram Yourself to Think like a Permanently Thin Person, Stop Overeating and Binge Eating, Stick to the Food Plan of Your Choice, The Sovereign Individual, Never Split the Difference, Happiness is a Serious Problem, .com Secrets, okay, Miracle Morning, 33 Strategies of War, Enjoy the Decline, The Curse of High IQ, You Need More Money, Play Bigger, The 10X Rule. Are you guys seeing a pattern here? I'm not just getting on YouTube and pretending. Do you see this? Okay, it's not a game. I have vision. I have a goal for my life. All right? I have an absolute defined vision that I'm working towards every single day. And everything that I do fuels the engine towards this vision. A lot of you guys would consider me as like, oh, MLD's already made it. What's he working so hard for? Well, he's already made it. This level of stimulation is no longer interesting to me. I want the next level. Why? So I can teach you guys how to do it. That's the only reason I do it.
You would not believe what some people have got in their house to read. You would not believe. One of the best dressed up words I know for a lot of it is trash. Can you imagine dumping a barrel of trash into this mental factory every day and coming out with a rich, dynamic, positive life? It can't be done.
And that has to do with the music you listen to as well. If you listen to some simp-ass music or like overly ignorant hip-hop or fucking simpy-ass like, 90s rock or whatever it is, watching content. Dude, I don't watch Black Mirror. I don't watch Black Mirror at all because that shit makes me feel sick after every episode. I feel bad and uncomfortable after I watch that. Yeah, I don't watch horror movies almost never. Like once a quarter, if that. Because it makes me feel bad. What you put into your mind is what you get out of your life. So flood yourself with positive energy. Flood yourself with positive readings. Positive YouTube content, right? When do I ever get on YouTube and bitch and moan and cry about how everything's so fucked? Every time I do a message, it's a message of empowerment and it's a message that is data fueled.
You might as well try making a cake with cement. The kids back in Danbury, Connecticut, high school, they're asking me questions one day. I'm talking to the kids. Kids got good questions these days. One of them said to me, Mr. Rohn, how do you build the good life? I said, it's simple. It's not easy, but it's simple. Here's how you build anything. Select the right ingredients, keep out the wrong ingredients, and it starts with thought. Everything starts with thought. So you must be wise and careful what you think about, because that starts everything. You got to be wise and careful. I asked the kids, what would happen if somebody dropped sugar in my coffee? They said, will you be okay? I said, what if somebody dropped strychnine in my coffee? They said, well, you'd be dead. I said, correct. Lesson 1. Life is both sugar and strychnine.
Pay attention when he talks about friends. A lot of you guys that want to hold on to people who laugh at your vision, who don't agree with you in your vision, who don't agree with your purpose. You want to hold on to these people. Listen to what he talks about: strychnine, sugar, and coffee, and friends and family. Listen, this is very important. Pay attention.
You gotta be careful. I said, what if my worst enemy drops in the sugar? They said, will you be okay? I said, what if my best friend, even by accident, drops in the strychnine? They said, well, you'd be dead. I said, correct. Lesson 2, watch your coffee. You got to be careful. See, it doesn't matter who hands you the bad stuff. It doesn't matter where you get the bad stuff. It'll still do its damage on your bank account, wherever you get it. Mr. Schoaf.
Your mama, your girlfriend, that girl that gives you fire-ass pussy and amazing head, doesn't matter. If she's a cancer on your life, it is going to have an effect on you. Your dad, your uncle, your best friend, okay? Anybody who's a negative dirtbag, whining piece of shit, crying in your life, right? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Poison is poison. Negativity is negativity.
Gave me one of the greatest phrases when I first met him when he said, Jim, every day stand guard at the door of your mind. How important. Stand guard at the door of your mind. And you decide what goes into your mental factory. Don't let anybody just dump anything they want to in your mental factory, because you've got to live with the results. Okay, here's the last disease, and we're through with this list. In fact, we're almost through. Hang on. The last subject is very brief. The last disease, but this one is deadly. Engage in this one, indulge in it even slightly, and you might as well forget the future.
And this is an excerpt from his things called The Diseases of Attitude. It's about a 30-minute presentation. The Diseases of Attitude, okay? This is Tony Robbins' mentor. And I know a lot of people say like Tony Robbins is a scam artist or whatever, but he's not, man. The guy's a fucking genius. And he makes more money than you, so he's already winning. And you don't just make money in life by scamming people. You don't get to make billions of millions and millions and millions of dollars scamming people. It doesn't work like that. Eventually, the fucking chickens come home to roost. All right? And this series is so good because it's timeless wisdom. The principles of success have never changed. Time is the only thing that has changed, but the principles of success is still there. And another thing is this: if you're out there right now and you're like, oh, well, I've already listened to this stuff, right? I've already listened to this one time. It doesn't matter. I guarantee you've forgotten at least 50% of the content. You have to flood your brain in the direction of what you want in life. You got to flood it with the data that you want, okay? And you have to absolutely, on a repetitive note, put the positive data into your brain, because life is negative. By default, you will fall back into negativity because the mainstream media is negative. Your friends are negative. Social media is negative. Getting on Twitter and scrolling is negative. Facebook's negative. Life is negative. So you already have the cards stacked against you with negativity. You have to actively combat this stuff by flooding your brain consistently with the data you want. There's no negotiation on this. You flood your mind with the data that you want to embody: financial success, sexual success, fitness success, or you fall victim to the other side. And we're going to show you what the other people want for you in a second here, because it's pretty cringe.
Because it's going to forget you. Complaining, crying, whining, griping, a Bible word called murmuring, See, that'll ace your future. Spend 5 minutes complaining, and you have wasted 5. And you may have begun what's known as economic cancer of the bone. Surely they will soon haul you off into a financial desert and there let you choke on the dust of your own regret. I hope I said that well, so you won't forget. It's a deadly disease. If you don't think it's bad, ask the children of Israel of Old Testament fame. Typical of us all, their story just happened to get in the book. Story says, children of Israel were slaves. God performed a series of dazzling miracles and got them out. And now they're heading for the promised land. Remember the story? Heading for the promised land. Tragedy of the story, they never got there. Reason, from day one, they started to complain. They griped about the water. They griped about the weather. They whined and cried and griped about the food. They griped about the leadership. They whined and cried because it was too far, too cold, too hot, too difficult, too miserable. I mean, they whined and cried for years. Finally, God said, I've had it, trip canceled. Or something like that. The story says they died in the desert, never got to the promised land. Which I think means 2 things. Indulge in this long enough, you get your future canceled. And I guess it also means even God himself can only take so much. Okay. Just be on the lookout of the things that can destroy all the good you start. The war is on. And this evening, tomorrow, mentally.
Now, I hope you've taken away something from that. And let me talk for you guys that voted in the chat that you don't have a vision in life. Let me just tell you something. And shout out to my brother, Alpha Kingdom. He says, "This is my speed, bro. Love this energy today." Thank you so much, bro. Welcome. Alpha Kingdom will be in the 100-year seduction training webinar, where we will be talking about understanding female psychology on a deep level. Now, let's talk about this, okay? The Hot Dude Army could hold Kabul. You bet your sweet ass we could. Hilarious that they're just cranking up that war machine. Trump's out. Gotta get back to the old things. Raising taxes, fucking up America. Gotta go back to war. Hilarious. All I gotta say.
But you know the word woke means loser. If you're woke, you're gonna lose.
Anyways. So if you have no vision, some of you guys be like, I don't need a vision. I don't need a purpose. I don't need any of this, right? It's adorable, first of all. But the second half of this is, if you don't have a vision, you will work for someone that does. You will be a part of someone else's vision if you don't have a vision. You will be a slave. You'll be a slave to someone who had a vision. You'll be a slave to somebody that took action and worked on their vision while you slacked off and just took your daily dose of mediocrity and thought everything's going to be okay. Life is a game of pimps and hoes, man. You're pimping or you're hoeing. Okay. What did Dre say? King Dre said, like, you know, in life, like, you're either you're getting whipped or you have the whip. Something along those lines. It's true. My man King Dre, great friend. Let me show you what these guys got in store for you. Let me show you. You don't got a vision? They got one for you.
There's a new female that's different from the old female. The old female was fulfilled by bearing and raising children, but the new female is unlimited. She's no longer confined to the roles that culture or society have imposed on females. She can be, as we're seeing now more and more, the head of the state, the head of a large corporation or a small corporation, as well as a mother. She can be anything she wants. Whatever you think you can do or dream you can do, begin it. Boldness has genius, power, and magic in it. That's the new female. She's unstoppable.
I believe in our power.
Take the shit out of option B and celebrate every moment of joy.
Now, the new male is different from the old male. The old male was fulfilled by providing and protecting, but the new male is intuitive, tender, sensitive, caring, knows his emotion.
Where are all my sensitive and caring new males out there? This is your future. You got no vision? Believe me, this guy's got one for you.
Love gives us hope that change is possible.
Cares for the young and the elderly. You can see the new male everywhere around us, petting the behind of a child, of an infant on his shoulder.
Know who Abraham Lincoln is? I'm impossible. I could do anything.
The new male does not need in his life another individual, such as a female, to bring tenderness and intuition and kindness and heart energy. He has these things.
And love is 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 love.
That's right. Love is love is love is love. Totally scripted at this award ceremony for all the elites in Hollywood that may or may not do certain things that are reprehensibly illegal. You know. Hilarious as nightmare vision detected. Yeah, exactly.
Cannot be killed or swept aside.
The new male is redefining masculinity, and it's a powerful redefinition.
So he says, spiritual partnership. The new female and the new male are partners on a journey of spiritual growth. They want to make the journey. Their love and trust keep them together. Their intuition guides them. They consult with each other. They are friends. They laugh a lot. They are equals. That is what a spiritual partnership is. A partnership between equals for the purpose of spiritual growth. Now, this is the guy who wrote this, Gary
you guys don't
Zukov.
donate $100 right now. You're
Thank
a beta
you.
male.
Oh,
you're
look at
cuck,
that.
You're
Thank
blue
you,
pill
Afi.
for life. You better send me $1,000 in donation
Afi
right
Kingdom,
now. And that's
no need to do that. We're getting the fat donos today. $50 super chat. Thank you so much. He says, keep preaching this, the real shit. You guys will understand it later, promise you. Having this mindset will make you successful, whatever that looks like to you. Exactly. See what he's saying? Successful for me is not what's successful for you guys. And that's why you need to have your vision. Some of you guys don't want to make all the money I want to make. Some of you guys want to build a log cabin and live in a mountain and fish and just live off the land, right? Some of you guys just want to make money, with somebody said, my man Aikido, he said he wanted to make $10,000 a month off of yield, right? Which is cryptocurrency yield, which is totally a very respectable goal as well. But what's important is your vision, guys. What I want for you doesn't necessarily is not necessarily what you want for you. But if you don't clearly define what you want for you, somebody else will define what they want for you because you didn't take action. You didn't stand up and you didn't say what you wanted to do. Okay? Yeah, Slavomir Simko says you will own nothing and you will be happy. Are you the guy? Are you the piano player in Tokyo, or is it a different Slavomir? I know one. I think that guy's name's Slavomir. I know a piano player in Tokyo whose name's Slavomir. Is that you, buddy? Let me know. I know you came to my party. My parties are lit. I might have another one. Anyways, this guy wrote, Zukov returned to U.S. in 1970, then moved to San Francisco. He recounts this period as an emotionally volatile time of sexual addiction, motorcycles, anger, and drug abuse. Yeah, this guy totally strikes me as a weasel, just based off of that fucking new male, new female thing. The audacity to try to redefine genders that have been going on for endless amount of eons. New males already have boyfriends. Yikes. Don't forget,
But you know the word woke means loser. If you're woke, you're going to lose.
I love that soundbite. But yeah, man, the real males are going to leave the West. They already have. Preaching water and drinking wine. Yikes. That deserves one of these. Super based comment. But yeah, like I said, guys, the power of vision. Okay. So don't let this just be an episode that you feel like pumped up and you're like, oh man, I'm fucking so pumped. MLD's like made me pumped, and then you go off and don't take action on your life. Every single day, put a deposit into the part of life that you want. Okay? Money, muscles, game, frame, baby. It's the only way. Don't forget, this is the August of Ascension, where we'll rise up together, my boys. Every day in the month of August, I'll be live streaming here. I'll be back tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hopefully my cheek does not look like I'm missing or have an additional chromosome tomorrow. Hopefully things will get better. I've been icing my cheek all day. That's the craziest part. But anyways, we'll be back tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button. Go unsubscribe from 5 different channels as well. Narrow your focus. Get that tunnel vision going on. Until then, make money, make muscles, learn game, hold frame. Peace out.